My wife refused to help me financially, so I divorced her.
I mean, marriage is a financial game.
You know what?
The contract is just for money.
It kind of is.
It kind of is.
And this is the answer when as a partner pushed you too far. And by the way, you could join us live on YouTube every single weekday at 3 p.m. Did you know that?
Well, now you do.
Freaking do it. So
do it. This
comes from Leatherioli6981, who says, I, 30 male, am divorcing my wife, 30 female, of 4 years because she did not help me financially when I needed it. I work in a very niche industry. Niche industry.
Dude, niche industry is such a throwback.
Niche industry is back.
Dude, it's always with these niche industries. They never tell us what we do.
Add that to the OK Dictionary Discord.
Niche industry.
And last year or so has been really difficult due to market conditions. Many of my colleagues got laid off, and so was I. At the time, I had newly refurnished our home, so I was in debt. My wife also works, but earned less than me back then. I went to her and asked if she could help me while I searched for work. I proposed that we should sell some of the gold that was given to us at the wedding.
Gold? Are you like a miner?
We live in Turkey, and there's a tradition of giving gold to newlyweds to help them financially. Dope tradition.
I want gold.
Dude, just getting a bunch of stacks of gold?
I would love some gold. Please. Send us gold.
New donation bar, gold bars.
Yeah, gold bars. Do you have any gold bars?
Me?
Yeah.
No, we should get some.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah.
Maybe that'll work for our end of year plans. These are meant, we'll just put them as in the background as decorations on the shelves.
Bars.
These are meant to be used during difficult times. The gold is. She rejected the idea and said, I do not want to sell my golds. I tried to reason with her by saying closing the debt would greatly help us to be more stable financially. She refused and told me to sort it out myself somehow. I asked her to at least use some of her savings and I can pay it back. Context here is that I let her save most of her earnings while paying for most of the things myself due to women being vulnerable to financial changes more than men are here. I wanted her to build her own savings and made sure to help her with the retirement account as well. I asked her to give some of her savings for debt and I can pay her back once I sort myself out. She refused that too. And I think this is probably a good place to take a real quick pause here. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome. Also, guess what?
What?
You get 30 extra minutes because King Frederick came in with a little sneaky dono last time.
Guys.
Extended the stream.
What a goat.
Yeah.
The goated king.
Shout out King Freddy. But yeah, so going back to the story.
Yes.
Basically, OP's like, I supported her and in her time of need. And feels that she's not supporting him.
Yeah, and like to add context to their specific situation, that he was like, "Hey, let me kind of pay all the expenses so you can save," because he's like, "Oh, she'll be in a more financially vulnerable position," and yeah,
seems like she's not as good a partner as he is.
Yeah, they had this like great agreement, and she's not reciprocating.
And they're married, right?
And they're married
for
4 years.
Is it like his debt, her debt too?
Maybe not in Turkey. I don't know.
Maybe not in Turkey. I would imagine that it would be, they would consolidate debt. I don't know.
And the fact that, like, think about it this way: when he was like, "Oh, could you dip into your savings?" I almost kind of get like, "Hey, let me not dip into my savings." But the wedding was a gift to the two of them for their wedding. So it's extra money that they wouldn't have had otherwise.
And it was for both of them.
It was for both of them. And she's not letting him use either.
And he's like drowning under this debt right now.
Yeah. And then he was like, he was down. He's like, oh, maybe we could use the gold. Maybe you could dip in. Like, he was open to solutions. And she's just like, full stop, no.
I want to see more of what happens, but I wonder if he divorces, will she get half of the debt? And that's a way for him to get out of half.
My guess,
one simple trick.
My guess is that maybe that's what he was alluding to when he said that women are more financially vulnerable. Like for instance, I know in many Islamic countries with Sharia law, the men get like 3/4, I believe, and the women gets 1/4, so like 75%.
In a divorce?
In inheritance and divorce.
So he might get 3/4 of the debt.
Assets.
But I mean, like debts and assets. So he gets 3/4. Oh, but he would get 3/4 of the gold bars too.
Exactly. I don't even know if he gets that.
Evil plan.
Who knows if he gets the debt though?
I really want to find out.
But let's see.
Aaliyah J says the gold is for her only if they are Muslim.
Yeah, and we don't even know if they are, but let's see.
Turkey is pretty Islamic.
Yes, that is true. So this period has been extremely difficult for me. I fell into depression and contemplated my choices in life. Funny thing is, everything was going great before this, and I thought we would stay together through thick and thin. My older sister helped me to pay the monthly installments. Wow, dude, even his sister stepped in.
Dang.
That's
everyone's helping except her. Why are you even married to her? She's not going to help. You know what Riley said the other day?
What'd he say?
He said that if his partner had $1 million in debt, he would still marry them.
With a prenup.
With a prenup.
So, yeah.
But
still, I would without the prenup. Love of my life, of course.
Yeah.
Riley
would take on crippling debt for his partner.
Roll the clip. That's all I'm saying. Sister helped me with the monthly installments during that time. God bless her soul. At the beginning of this year, I found a great job in the same industry, niche industry, and am thriving right now. I could not look at my wife in the same way after what happened and started divorce talks with a lawyer friend of mine.
Oh, dang.
Who called it? Who called it?
We did. Well, you did.
I did. Last month, I let her know my decision, and she was served with divorce papers. Poll. Divorce or not, basically.
I would have said like, hey, which actually kind of sounds bad, but like, if you don't help me pay for this, I'm going to divorce you.
Or just like a
little heads up.
Yeah. I guess that is ultimately what it is.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
That is what it is. I mean, I feel like giving a heads up would have been the best thing to do, because maybe you could get through it. Maybe she realizes, oh, this is a big problem.
Well, for her, apparently it was an unexpected thing, and she was shocked, which, to what we were just talking about,
I mean, of course she's going to be shocked.
Sense.
Yeah. You blindsided her with it.
Bell Conkling says my mic cut out. Oh,
stop whispering, John.
I
ASMRing.
It makes for dramatic effect, but I will whisper out loud.
Yeah, whisper.
Yes. So she tried to talk me out of it, but I was firm in my decision. Families tend to be involved with each other here, and that was the case for us too. She put families in between as mediators. Dude, that's pretty messy.
You put the family
for the divorce. She's like, family, convince him to not divorce me, because the families are so involved in like marriages and you know what I'm saying, which is kind of wild.
I mean,
I
feel like just increases the chance of drama, which is maybe that's what he was scared of in bringing up divorce, is like, it's going to be really hard to just get through it because the family is going to attack me like a white blood cell attacks a pathogen.
Maybe. Shout out to science.
Shout out to science, bro.
Maybe. But now she's doing it anyways.
Exactly. So I think I would have told her.
You would have told her? Yeah,
I think so too. I would have told her.
I think so too. I do not want to be married to someone who will not help me during difficult times, especially when I considered their financial well-being. Most of my family supports my decision, though they would like me to reconsider it if possible. I know everything is without a problem. I know every other thing is without problems, but I cannot get over what happened. Am I the a-hole here? We have comments coming up. We have an update coming up with some very much financial specifics.
Oh, dude, I love financial specifics.
Yes, details.
Oh, dude, details get me just going.
Ooh,
I'm a sucker for the details,
dude.
That's why I always want to know what niche industry they're in.
Dude, after yesterday's stream, details are just gonna start flooding into our chats.
Oh, dude,
it's gonna get crazy.
Hit me with the deets.
So,
chat.
Let's answer OP's question. Is OP the a-hole here?
I don't. Is OP the a-hole? I don't think OP is the a-hole. But I think giving your wife a heads up on the divorce for something like this would have been a more cash money move.
Yeah, I think I'm right before the mark of a-hole, but doesn't cross the a-hole threshold.
Yeah. It just seems like, why blindside your wife with that? Because all right, here we go. Here's a scenario. Here's a scenario. So he has all this debt. His wife has all this gold. Yep. Right. What if? And he's like, hey, baby girl, I need to pay off this debt. Can you help me with some of your gold? And she's like, no. What if she's thinking gold's going to be like appreciating more than your debt's going to be accruing? It would be silly to sell the gold right now. And there's there's some financial long-term reason she's thinking that. She's not like, I don't want to help you. She's just like, it doesn't make financial sense for us to wipe the debt at this moment with, I don't know, freaking what's the rate of inflation rates or whatever. Yeah. It could be one of those things.
Yeah. The gold appreciates 10%, the debt is 5%.
Yeah.
So it's like we earn double. Or
we're getting into numbers and crap right now. But like I said, rock hard for the details. Yeah. But you would make more money keeping the gold. So maybe that's it. And I think if he approached her and was like, hey, I'm going to divorce you if you don't give me this money, maybe she'd be like, well, it's not because I don't want to help you. It's because of I don't know, some financial situation.
She didn't say that.
She didn't say that. But also
maybe she did.
But he didn't give her I don't know if he gave her the chance to potentially. I mean, he kind of did, but
I think it was. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are blessed.
I'm so blessed. I really am. Though.
Hashtag blessed.
So blessed. I think in the conversation of like him offering the solutions, that was the time where she was supposed to say that if that was truly what she felt and thought. Yeah. Because that's the reason why she wouldn't give it.
Yeah, I think if that is true, which I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Yeah. Probably not. It potentially more is that she just wants more safety for herself to keep the gold. Greedy gold. She's Smog with a little dragon's den of gold.
Emu Smog.
Hobbitses should not get any gold. But yeah, I'm curious her reasons. Maybe she'll give some reasons of why she's not going to help him out.
Yeah, in our relevant comments, Tina M. says she could say he threatened her if she wouldn't help him. I don't know if that's for like a divorce or what exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious. Daff says I didn't get why. Oh crap, I missed it. I didn't get why he is in so much debt.
I don't think we know.
We don't know the background of the debt. So, but maybe, I don't know. Like either way, because I was about to say maybe she's like, oh, this is your debt or whatever. But I mean, he was helping pay.
Yeah, he was helping pay her. Yeah, so it seems like if we're just to take what we have right now, and for everyone asking for a TLDR, so.
Bless you.
Dude, I'm catching your sneezes.
You are blessed.
Thank you. The blessing goes around. See, this is what it's all about. I blessed John in the first half. John blessed me in the second half.
And then we all get sick.
But that's how this relationship should be, and it's not. So what happened initially is OP was blessing his boo thing, basically paying for everything while she was in school, or I forgot what.
Just working a lower paying job.
And then now that OP needs money and she has gold, she's not helping him. And so OP's like, I was helping you and now it's not being reciprocated now that I need the help and you have this gold that could wipe away my debt. What the heck's going on here? So he's basically going to be divorcing her over this. And now the family is all like, don't divorce her.
The optimal balance is both sides giving to each other more than they need to.
Yes.
And that's the balance that they strike. But
Let's see what happens.
Haha. So, top comments. The Sideburn State says, not the a-hole. You don't have a partner. You have a person who's fun to spend time with when things are good, but is nowhere to be found when something happens.
Ooh.
Sideburn State really going for the burn there. I'm a make bad decision says he wanted a partner and she wanted to be a dependent, not the a-hole.
Oof.
Jaguar Zealous Ideal 55 says, not the a-hole. After marriage, there's only we. We have his income and her income, and we choose to spend it like this. In your case, to build the wife's savings. But when we, that is the unit, that is the family of two, gets a lower income, then we need to decide how we are going to solve it together. She refused that, so she opted out of belonging to a family unit together with OP. The divorce is a logical conclusion of what she already chose to do.
I do think generally that's true, and I think that's the kind of relationship that I would want to be in.
Yes.
But there are people that split finances.
This is true. And everyone has different splits as long as they're both in agreement and heck yes. This is what I want.
And it sounds like they're not in agreement.
Sounds like they're not in agreement. Bleep bloop blop bloop 7766 says yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh.
Sam E with a $212 tip, another 30 minutes, and my daughter's asking, where's the Worm Queen?
Sam E, I am going to get, as I should be, thrown out very shortly, and the Worm Queen will be taking my place. That is a promise. We are getting me out of here.
Also, are you cold?
Yeah, we can bump up the...
I'm cold. Oh,
bump it up. Bump it up.
Or bump it down.
Down. That makes it colder.
Well, I guess, yeah. I was more thinking like the intensity of the conditioning of the air would be bumped down, which would mean that the actual dial would be bumped up.
Correct.
Oh.
Science once again. But the overall judgment from everyone in the post was not the a-hole. Even Ava said so.
Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy.
So yeah, I mean, we agree.
Yeah.
Ava agrees. Uh-oh. Dang. Get a room, you guys.
She's so cute.
Yay! Oh my god.
Dude, she licked inside of my lips.
Yay. Thanks, Ava. Thank you for your
You
love.
can chill out here if you
I
want.
feel so validated. Yeah. But guys, we have an update.
I want to hear this update.
Well,
hit me with it.
It's been 3 rough months, but in the end, we managed to come to an amicable divorce terms with my soon-to-be ex-wife.
Oh, so they got divorced.
They got divorced, but amicably.
Okay.
At first, she tried to stop me from divorcing, but I didn't change my mind. These are the terms we came to agree, and the juicy details that we were teasing earlier. She gets to keep the golds, which I did see. Someone did comment before. I think it was in a Muslim marriage, the gold usually goes to the woman.
Yes.
And point number 2, I'll only get 20% of her retirement savings instead of half in return of not paying monthly alimony. Point number 3, I get to keep the furnitures and own our marital debt fully. Point number 4, rest of the assets split 50-50. And final point, house is not shared because it is my dad's.
Interesting. So he gets 20% of their retirement savings, but he doesn't have to pay alimony.
He does, yeah. So that's he doesn't have any outgoing payments from this whole ordeal.
Right.
He just receives a lesser amount.
Right. But I mean, I guess good to just get it over with. Now he doesn't have to think about it.
Actually, seems like not the great, because he's like, I keep the furniture and own all the marital debt. That sounds terrible.
But I guess it's 50-50 everything else.
50-50 everything. So maybe everything else is like...
How much is the retirement savings, though?
Yeah, I mean...
Bell Conklin says that's a pretty good deal, to be honest.
It sounds like they didn't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
So maybe all of the assets weren't that much, but I don't know. We do get some more context here. So her retirement savings became so much that even 20% of its values is more than all of the gold.
Is it just her retirement saving, or is both of yours?
her retirement savings. Because remember, he was like paying for everything and she was basically stashing all of her money in retirement savings, et cetera, et cetera. So she was just like pumping. And apparently his 20% cut is literally worth more than the gold. But also that means that she has 80%, which is like 4 times the size of that. So,
and he has all the debt. I don't. Yeah,
a lot going on.
Is he going out on top? I don't know.
We don't know. Overall, my lawyer says it's a pretty good deal considering many spouses prefer dragging the divorce and taking everything they can in Turkey. I guess if you view it like, hey, it's an amicable thing, we both came to an agreement.
Yeah,
that's
better.
Definitely, I could see it totally. So for my future plans, I have no idea what to do. I've always wanted to travel to Asian countries like Japan, Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, China, etc.
Pay off your debt first, dude.
Nah,
I'm gonna travel the world. Dude, he needs to pay off his debt.
No, keep the debt. Travel, spend more, get deeper. My current role is work from home, so I might have an Asia trip this year. Other than this update, there's not much drama. There was some at the beginning of the divorce with her and the families, but it cooled down after a while. She accepted that our marriage is over, and I'm glad that she did not try to drag the divorce process. Court hearing is scheduled for September, and after that we'll be done, hopefully. And we have these relevant comments to close us on out here. Shooby-doop. Foxy Sly Old Stody Fox says, good luck. You seem to have escaped relatively unscathed from a horrible sequence of events. Divine Tarot says, good to hear things are working out so well in the end. Hopefully, should you remarry, you find a partner whose support is mutual between the two of you, rather than someone who views the relationship in a monodirectional fashion. OP says, I am not planning on remarrying anytime soon, but appreciate your words and advice. Name Thy Poison says, that depends on whether you just live in Turkey or are Turkish married in the traditional way. The goal is the wife's backup for her and the children if the husband fails her. That's where that comes from. She can't just hand it over. I think this needs too much cultural context to be judged here. And then Leather Aioli comes back again. Oh, that's OP. We are both Turkish. I offered to pay back the gold I took. She refused. She also refused touching her savings. In the end, I received money from my older sister, though I was ashamed to ask for it. I paid it in less than 2 months once. I paid it back in less than 2 months after I was employed.
So the money that he borrowed, he paid in 2 months. He paid
back in 2 months. Yes. So, they came to an amicable divorce. They both agreed. OP seems happy. The wife, the ex-wife, it seems, is happy.
I mean, I guess it's good. I mean, talking about like when does a partner push you too far? I feel like this is more like when is a partner not pushing for you enough? Like I feel like
not giving
enough. Yeah, I feel like this relationship felt very one-sided, where OP was willing and able to sacrifice for his partner, and then when his partner was in the position to do the same, didn't. And it's just like I feel like it's the biggest affront to a partnership when you see you see one person willing to do the thing and another person willing to do the thing and has already done the thing, and then when the other person is given that opportunity, it's not done.
And given OP's response of like basically pretty quickly being like, I want a divorce, that was a massive misalignment in both of their expectations.
And I think this probably showed up in other ways.
I have to imagine,
but this was the breaking point. And honestly, good on OP for being so firm in that decision, because it's not an easy decision to make.
Hard as a rock.
You know what is an easy decision to make?
What?
You should join us live.
Do it. Tap our profile.
Tap our profile right now. We're live right now.
Literally.
Go.
As we speak.
Go look at us.
What the heck?
Hang out with us. But let's get into this next story.
Or some donos.
Oh, we could go with some donos. Let's do a dono. A dono or two.
Thanks for the 546. Don't forget the 30 minutes from Tuesdays. Thanks to Frederick. Riley freaking on top of it. It's in there. Josephine Mandela Burquist, 30 more minutes, 0 out of 10 gold chains. Nice for the new donut bar. Simple 1990, thanks for the $5. Hello from Reunion Island. Love watching your streams and love you guys a lot. Love you back. Ellie, thanks for the 25 buckaroonies on the dono link. Not related to the story, but I've been really having a really rough time with my mental health lately, and you guys help me remember to laugh. Thank you for being here. You guys and gal are amazing. This is why we do the show.
This is why we do it.
And I saw in the Discord too recently, it's like, we want to be a place where you can come talk with your friends and chat. You can have a good laugh and just enjoy.
Yeah.
Just put a smile on your face. So there you go.
I saw someone in stream memes, or maybe it was his general chat in Discord, was like, this is the best community ever. And I'm like, oh.
It really is though. Like, who
else? Who else dares challenge our community?
Nobody.
The OK fam.
And Ikaru, thanks for the $5. Thank you for keeping me company. I live in a new small town, physically impaired, and only know 3 people. While I work on my animation, can I make y'all something? Us? That's always a good starting place. Maybe us turned into our respective symbols. So I'm an orange.
Yeah, I'm
Sam's a pigeon. That could be fun.
Ray Sunshine, thanks for the 4 months of membership. I'll have to hop off soon when the hubby gets home, but I'm at 4 months. Woot. Why don't you watch with your hubby?
Bring him in.
Induct him into the OK fam.
That's
yeah,
right.
what do your husbands and significant others think of us?
Yeah.
Please let us know. I'm always curious of we always hear them boys in the background. She can't stop listening to them. That's what I think my mom thinks. I don't know. Does anyone else's husbands or significant others do that?
Someone told me that their significant other calls me surprise guy because I'm on that.
That's amazing.
Something like that.
I love that.
And Sammy, thanks for the 10 gifted memberships.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
We appreciate you.
Heck
also, Jack Gordon is calling right now.
Answer it.
Whoa. Let's get him on the horn.
Bro, this is our give any
YouTube
context? Our YouTube pal. He's 19.
Yeah.
Or no, now he's 20.
He's 20.
He's 20.
Basically 9.
But-
Check him out.
Yeah, check him
Jack
out. He's
Gordon.
great. He makes great videos. Jack, I'm live on stream.
We're
How's it
with
going?
chat. We're literally with chat.
literally with chat right now.
Oh my god, no way. Am I on speakerphone?
You're on
Oh, yeah.
speakerphone right now. If you don't want to be on speakerphone, we can chat later.
Okay. Alright, I'll call you later.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Sammy didn't say it back. That's the Riley test right there. Oh man. Tam, how does one get a membership? 2 ways. So there's just a little join button on YouTube right down here. Also, people like Sammy have been gifting memberships, and that's like our favoriteest ever way of doing a dono. So if you just comment or engaged, you could get gifted one too.
That's true. Yeah. So hop on over to YouTube.
Yerp.
So should we get into this next story?
Let's do it.
Let's freaking do it, dude. Okay. So my husband and our 20-year-old babysitter are having sleepovers,
Ooh.
and I want a divorce.
What if he's innocent?
What if she's just helping him with the baby at night?
Wow. So thoughtful.
So
At her
thoughtful.
house.
At her house. The baby's gone.
The baby likes
But
her
it's
house
stressful,
better.
It's stressful having a kid.
It's tough, it's tough.
You need someone to babysit the parents.
She was
sometime.
giving him a massage to ease the stress of parenthood.
It's a full service babysitter.
That's right.
Full service babysitter. And this is all answering the question, when as a partner pushed you too far? And just also make sure to not push us away, because we go live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST. So hop on in, get our profile.
Do it.
You should come into our live.
Do it.
So this first story comes from the second story. This story comes from Sad Boysenberry 8328, and they say, my husband, 39 male, and I, 36 female, have been together for 12 years and married for nearly 7.
Wow.
Ooh.
We have 2 children, 5 male and 2 female.
Yep.
Yep, Riley's counting.
There it is.
We have a really good life, and my husband is great in every way. He is extremely kind and good to me. He is an even better father. He has never so much as called me a name or raised his voice.
The babysitter.
He just calls the babysitter's name. Yeah, he never calls my name when we're like hooking up and doing some spicy sleep. He just says those babysitters.
He always
name.
calls me Sarah, which happens to be our babysitter's name. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, but he's just a really thoughtful person. He's probably thinking about how to take care of her better.
Sweet guy.
He's a sweet guy. He's a sweet guy. Because of all the pineapple. Within the last few months, I started noticing somewhat odd interactions between he and our longtime babysitter, 20 female. And as a reminder, he is 39.
Long time 20 female babysitter?
Long time. Drake.
Cody.
Oh, dude, not the Cody.
Oh,
bad month
Too
for content
soon?
creators.
too soon? Okay.
My gut was telling me something was off, and it's never steered me wrong in the past. For some background, I have known our sitter since I was a teen, and she was a child. And she was my next door neighbor, and her parents are still neighbors with my parents. Our sitter attends college in the neighboring state. My family and children are extremely close with the sitter and her family. My kids love her, and she loves them. She also accompanies us to community activities and also spends time with us at our home whenever she is home from school, summer holidays, long weekends.
A lot of combing is happening here.
Combing?
Yep. You know what you do? You get.
Oh, I see. You go to the dog groomers.
Yep. Dog groomers.
Yep.
We're not striking chords like A minor. Biggie to Slayer.
Oh, God. Now on to the red flags, if there weren't already enough.
What are you talking
No,
about?
none of those were red flags.
Yeah, no, it's just starting now.
These are the red flags. Here
Oh,
we
boy.
go. So, I knew my husband and our sitter texted occasionally and didn't mind because I thought it was infrequent and assumed it was always the sitter initiating the messages. She also occasionally texts me and also texts my husband and I in a three-way message.
Oh, Pete.
My family and I have long suspected she has a crush on my husband. However, that doesn't bother me as I trust him. I'm confident and my sitter is young/immature. Also, not to be rude, but as far as your stereotypical beauty standards go, I am far more attractive than she is. Go off OP.
Boom.
A few months ago, I started noticing that she knew things that had happened within my family, such as spats between my sisters, etc. I asked her how she knew about them. And she responded that my husband was texting her when it happened. I found that to be really strange and somewhat inappropriate. Really like a quick temperature check from the audience. Is texting your babysitter about the inner workings of your familial dynamic a red flag or not? Put your answers in the chat.
It's related to the baby. That's family.
Yeah. How she needs to take care of the baby well.
How else is she going to do it?
How else is she gonna
other
know?
than all of these private texts with the husband about it.
Jolly X Toaster says age of consent is not a target to hit.
Oh my
That's so
God,
funny.
bro.
That's so funny.
Dude.
Anyway, ick. Next, there were 2 nights recently where she spent the night to spend time with a kid. Again, she loves them. While I was working an overnight, I learned afterwards that the 2 of them stayed up watching movies together into the night after putting our kids to sleep.
It's almost like she wants to be their mom.
Me?
That's
Man.
good. That's good. Good conspiracy theory. Like she's trying to push the wife out and become the mother.
All right. See, like, I feel like chat right now is putting blame on babysitter. I'm putting blame on husband.
Oh, dude.
I'm putting blame on husband.
Big time.
Big time.
Big time on the husband.
Like more so like I feel like the movie thing is less of a like red flag to me than the still a red flag, but less a red flag than the talking about the inner workings of the familial dynamic.
Yeah.
Which would you? Oh, here we go. Would you rather?
Here we go.
Boy.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What would I rather?
Would you rather your significant other text the babysitter about all of your relationship problems, or watch late night movies after the kids are in bed?
Honestly,
Which one? Which one? Doot, doot,
Emotional.
maybe I
or
think I might go
physical?
movie.
You would go movie?
Yeah, because like, what's
You
gonna
would
happen?
rather the movie?
Dude,
Oh, I would rather
Netflix
the
and
movie
chill.
too. Yes, I would rather the movie too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would rather the movie.
I think so.
Really?
I would like
Because that with the familial dynamics.
that's like secret.
Okay, I will pick familial dynamics, but all my family is dead.
Can't do that.
Can't do that
That's
unless
the
you're
power
willing
of
to kill them.
hypotheticals.
Well, there's not a lot of drama in my family.
Wait, can
Also,
we
your
can we do a poll on this?
Oh, my mom is in here.
Can we do a poll?
Yeah.
Would you rather your significant? Would you rather your SO?
Text.
Yeah,
Or movie.
text or movie? Which one?
What is it?
Which one?
Yeah, I think
You have to
I
choose.
think movie.
I would rather the
Because
movie.
because
the movie could be innocuous.
I,
That's time spent, dog.
It's time spent, but all right.
2 hours. 3 hours. Some movies.
Your face.
So, what if they want to do a TV series? That's a lot of time.
I mean, yeah.
oh my god.
Stranger Things, that took me 12 hours to get through. And I
How many
watched it
movies
3
did you
times.
and John watch while Naima was gone?
Oh dude. A lot.
A lot.
We watched a lot of
Lot of
movies, dude.
documentaries.
And
Time spent.
he slept over every time. He slept over every single time. Like 3 days in 1 week, he slept over at my place.
John was lonely.
Dude, I was.
Fed me. Took good
Yeah,
care.
dude.
It was great.
Yeah,
I loved it.
strawberries into his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so people would rather have the movie happen to them. I'm on movie side too. I would
Yeah.
rather them watch a movie.
I do text because a lot doesn't happen in my family anyway, so fine.
Is movie divorce worthy?
No.
Is text divorce worthy?
No, I think they both have the possibility of being innocuous, but
You can put a phone in water. You can't put a movie in water. Oh, sorry, babe. She can't text him anymore. I'm a genius.
You could turn off the movie. You can put a VCR in water. I don't know why I went straight to VCR.
Retro.
So basically, like, yeah, you can stop the texting, but you can't stop the stuff in the
Yes, you can.
the
You could
movie.
just break your TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. So, last Sunday. Oh wait, no, here we go. Next there were strange and somewhere appropriate. Next there were 2 nights recently where she spent the night with the kids. Again, she loves them. While I was working overnight, I learned afterwards that the 2 of them stayed up watching movies together into the night after putting our kids to sleep. Maybe not so strange? Question mark. Maybe not so strange? Well, my husband never initiates hanging out with her. Oh, my husband never initiates hanging out with me after the kids go to bed. We usually sleep separately, each with one of our kids, because they love co-sleeping. We are aware we need to break that habit. But I'm being honest for the sake of the story. So I'm immediately hurt that he is staying up late and watching movies with our sitter and doesn't do the same with me. And also, I find it strange and inappropriate. Well, last Sunday, my son was watching Netflix on my husband's phone, and I saw a message come in from the sitter. I take the phone, grab it from the kid. It's like, no, I want to watch Coco Baby Bean, and tap on it. Prior to this, I have never ever looked or wanted to look through anyone's phone other than my own. But my gut had been telling me something is up. So I looked. What do you think she found?
Innocent. Completely. Oh, he was buying her about and a new
Buy her a
wedding
book.
ring.
She's probably stuck in a washroom machine somewhere and is asking for help.
Uh,
That's what I
Also
think.
innocent. Gonna be
Well,
so innocent.
I looked. I scrolled back a ways and saw they were texting a lot. Sometimes about the kids, but usually not. It was consistent messaging on almost a daily basis, if not daily.
Ooh.
They both initiated conversation with varying topics. He texts her more frequently than he does me.
Smoking gun. Yep.
Says when I'm gone 9 then he does to me say when I'm gone 9 to 36 hours a day at work. 9 to 36 hours a day. What does that even mean?
Working overtime.
I found this constant communication to be super concerning and not okay for a married man to be engaging with a 20-year-old female 20 years his junior. Never mind the power imbalance at play in a situation like this, given the age gap and the fact that we regularly employ her and supplement her income. I confronted him right away, and his excuse was that she is family, she is my friend. I thought you text her all the time. Nothing has happened. Nope. Didn't accept his dumb booty response.
Ooh.
I asked him if one of his married friends were to be interacting with their babysitter like this, if he thought it was okay. He said no. I asked if he thought their wives would be okay. He said no. I let him know that I want to separate and live separately. He, of course, did not want this. Part of me thinks financials play a role, as I make 3 times what he makes, and he could not live in this expensive city without my income. Tough.
Ooh.
I haven't spoken to him in 3 days and have made it a point to be working or at my mom's with the kids so I don't have to see him. He has been messaging me, but I barely responded. I would love and really appreciate some outside perspective. Am I the a-hole? Am I overreacting? And John,
Yes.
there are some quick relevant comments
Ooh.
that I'm going to read right now.
Please.
Also, we're live right now. Hit our profile.
Do it.
We're live. Hit it. Hit the profile. Go check us out. Relevant comment. So Batty Butsaddy says he knew what he was doing and he knew it was inappropriate, but he enjoyed the ego boost of a young woman being interested in him. You also need to get rid of her. She knew what she was doing, not the a-hole. And Big Lips Magoo says, here's the thing. At 40 years old, he's old enough to know that 3 times income feels much better than any attention from anyone ever. Like, keep your 6-pack, sir. My husband is fully vested and has vision and dental. That's so funny.
That's amazing.
And that's where the story ends. It's all answering the question, when has a partner pushed you too far and what do you do?
Dude, I wasn't ready for that story to end.
That story
shell-shocked.
is done. So,
wow.
is OP the a-hole?
Huh. Okay.
Is this divorce worthy? Would you divorce if you caught your significant other being a little bit too friendly with the babysitter?
Would I divorce in the same quickness and manner as OP? No. I think like while his response was terrible, and it was terrible because the appropriate response would be, hey, I honestly didn't realize, you know, I thought it was just totally, you know, friendly and normal, like having a conversation with another family member. But now that I know how you feel, I'm definitely going to not like how do you think I should interact with her, so that way I'm not like overstepping any of your like boundaries or anything. I feel like that would have been the appropriate response versus he was like on full defense. Like, no, this is
yeah,
fine.
he should have like had more of a conversation about it. Question, do you think anything happened?
You know what? I'm not sure if anything happened physically, but I think one could easily argue this is already an emotional affair because he is in contact with her and sharing things with her more frequently than his own wife. And that seems to be something super, super, super important to OP. And she's like, hey, this is she didn't say it explicitly, but it basically seems this is a deal breaker for her to engage in a kind of like emotional affair.
And like really, it takes two people to be in a relationship.
Exactly.
If she doesn't want to be in that kind of relationship, it's up to her. If I was in OP's shoes, I think I would take a similar approach to you. I think I would be like, hey, I don't really think this is appropriate, and also like
very inappropriate.
I think it's inappropriate to be texting someone that much. And I think also what it sounds like too, the subtext of this here, and you can kind of pick up from it in a couple different places in the story, is I don't think the husband is putting any effort into the relationship. And I think it feels like, they're sleeping separately. They're not watching movies with each other. It sounds like they're not really prioritize, or at least he's not prioritizing her.
That's such a great point. And OP also mentioned very subtly, all of the family thinks that she has a crush on him. So
all the family thinks the babysitter has a crush on him.
So I am almost positive that he's aware of that dynamic.
Yeah, he's probably aware, and he's probably leaning into it. I don't think there has been anything physical.
We don't have any evidence in this that there was anything physical.
But I think what is happening is he's prioritizing the happiness of this babysitter and putting more effort into the relationship with his babysitter than his own wife.
Yes.
Which is a red flag, and also maybe is an indicator that the marriage is kind of over. Like, they've been growing up apart for a while now, and this is just the proof that he's not, like, he can't, like, the classic thing that I always see on Instagram, if he could, or if he wanted to, he would, and I always see that on Instagram, and I think it's like, I think that's the case here. Like, if he wanted to, he would, and you're seeing evidence of that. You're seeing evidence that, like, he could put in the time and effort with he did put in the time and effort with the babysitter, and now I think the marriage is suffering as a result of it.
I agree.
Hello. What's up, Chris?
Miles.
Yeah, that felt close.
Who needs correct names?
There's a person
days,
in the studio.
Yeah. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the grand reveal?
Heck yeah. Let's do it.
Chris. Come on in. Pop a squat partner right here. How you doing, dude? I don't know if we've officially. Oh, here, we'll get you mic'd up here correctly. So
I don't think we've I've spoken. He's been at the house. I think I've spoken like 3 to 7 words.
Yeah,
to you.
Probably same.
Yeah.
What a great first way to have a conversation.
Yeah.
On a show,
Chris.
This is actually Miles. Fun fact about Miles: I met him at the Comedy Store, and he made fun of me for my overalls, and I was like, "This guy's hilarious. I have to have him on the show sometime." So yeah. What else do you do?
Actor.
This is true.
It do be expensive.
That's where we're at. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Where do I buy? There we go. yeah. OF.com. By the way, I'm wearing a very different fit today. Could you quickly rate/roast my fit? I'll give a little spin for.
Dude, he has the Gen Z jeans.
Hey, yo.
I'm like Gen Z'd out. So yeah, what Chat and Miles?
Chat.
Yeah.
I like it. Feels. I don't even know you that well.
Yeah,
but it feels like you. It doesn't feel like you're trying to be someone else.
It's funny because it feels like not me, but it's like a cool fit. So.
What feels like John most to me is a suit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Tailored suits are
is
my vibe.
what I see John making. Also, I don't know if we can hear Miles.
I fixed that.
Oh, cool. Miles, welcome. We just finished up a story about a babysitter moving in on a marriage, and we're about to pop into another story. I'm going to give you. Do we need a brief, Miles?
Yeah, I briefed him last night.
Oh, you briefed? He's briefed.
Yeah. He's
You're
briefed. He knows what's up.
I'm briefed.
You know what's up? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Briefed.
Shall we go into this next story?
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
Is that it?
Edit.
That's
Oh.
you.
Me.
Yeah.
That's me, buddy. Same episode.
Miss Santiago,
Yes.
who is Miles? Miles is our friend, and he's
Yep.
coming in, hanging out.
Yep.
Also comedian
That's right.
that we saw on a show, and was very funny. Got many laughs.
He did
That's
get
true.
money last.
That's
Got
true.
oodles of laughs.
My
Oodles.
favorite
Rest it on
one.
your chin.
My favorite one.
How's
when I-
that? They said
Dude,
rest on your
did
chin.
chat say
Yeah,
that?
they say
dude,
right
chat's
there,
already
rest it
getting
on your
freaky
chin.
with
Good.
Miles.
How about
Rest it on
that?
your chin,
So
Miles.
good.
Put it in your mouth, Miles.
Like right there? Is that good?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Hold on. I'm gonna help it.
Whoa.
There
Oh,
you go.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
So
Elbow,
your
elbow.
mouth
This
is
feels good.
see how I'm like boom right there.
Yeah.
This feels nice.
Yeah. Wait, let me help with the two.
Yeah. There we go. Now it's perfect. Oh yeah, dude. Adjust my headspace.
Dude, man needs the whole headspace adjustment.
Here we go.
Too much
Someone
talk
said
ahead.
John looks his age for the first time. Is that in a positive way or a negative way?
Is it that he
Please?
looks 100 or?
Because low key, when I came in this morning, I was telling Niall before I came in, I'm like, I feel like they're gonna roast me and be like, oh, like trying to look young. I see, you know what I mean? So,
I didn't even think about that. I should have
Yeah,
thought
test,
about that.
test.
right? I know. I was floored. I was truly shocked.
He's still
Yeah, how's
so
it?
quiet.
Oh, just talk louder.
Was it coming through?
I
on
can
the,
speak up.
Yeah,
Do
there
we
we go.
have
There we
any-
go. There we go. Yeah,
Do you have
he's
any
good.
volume on the
Yeah,
thing
he
left?
sounds good. He sounds.
Nice.
Cool.
Sick.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
Shall we do it?
Yeah, and Teddy, I did not warn him about chat, so he's just gonna have to feel
Oh,
the
yeah.
wrath.
Here we go. Let's do
No,
it.
you did not warn me at all, but this is very, I like it. It's interesting. Keeps me on my toes.
That's
Yeah.
right. Here we go. So, my partner called me disgusting. I don't know how to move past this.
You don't. You just adopt your new identity as a disgusting person.
Yeah, divorce. Divorce. You
Divorce.
disgust me. Divorce. This is all to answer the question, when has a partner pushed you too far? And by the way, you can join our YouTube every single day at 3 p.m. PST. Every
Yeah,
weekday.
we're live.
We're live right now, so just do it. This comes from Mindful Guy 33, who says, "Hello, everyone. A bit of background. I, 32 male, am in a situationship with someone we will call Matt, also 32 male.
Already a red flag.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah, we can't trust a Matt, am I right?
And you can't trust a situationship.
Ooh, double red flag.
Yeah.
We've known each other for over a year, and in the past 5 months, things have gotten non-sexually romantic. We like each other and are both aware of our feelings, but we want to take things slow. About 4 months ago, Matt lost his job, and I hired him at my place of employment, where I hold a leadership position. I am in management, and he is not. I'm kind of feeling a pull of hire or not, because I feel like they have a budding romantic, albeit spicy sleep is our word for spicy
Intercourse.
sleep in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
So it's a non-spicy sleep relationship.
Well, no, I think they have a spicy sleep relationship. My interpretation is they have a spicy sleep relationship. It's a situationship, but recently things have trended more romantic, and now they're discovering these new feelings about that are growing in between each other, and they're like, "Oh, what is this? Is this a situationship turn relationship? Are we exiting the twilight zone of our relationship into less murky waters?"
And then he hired him.
Ah.
Oh.
Wait. Who hired who? Wait.
Reading comprehension. Okay.
Wait.
So
Wait, what was the poll? Hire or not?
hire or not?
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So basically what happened was, by the way, we don't know if there was any spicy sleep at all. It could be, but
If it's a situation,
5 months in?
they
With
said
none?
they
yeah,
said
a situation.
That's like the whole basis of a situation.
Exactly.
but there isn't any explicit mention. Just
Dude, you don't need explicit mention. If someone says a situationship, they're
Because they
boning.
didn't detail it. They didn't give us
Fair-
the 50
fair
Shades
enough.
of Grey breakdown.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
exactly. The only
But-
thing in a situationship is the situation is
all
spicy
we know
sleep.
for sure, according to the text, is things have gotten non-spicy sleep romantic. So it's romantic, but they're not sleeping with each other, it seems, or not getting too intimate. But OP hired the other guy.
After the situationship.
During it, basically.
During it.
They're still in the midst of the
Okay.
situation.
Had to
That's
see.
a sticky situation.
Had to see if they were.
Oh,
good
wait.
worker.
And it's about 4 months ago. So they started the situationship. 1 month later, hires him.
So
Do we need a whiteboard?
I think I get it. It just feels like the hiring thing came out of nowhere.
It's crazy, right? Yeah.
What are they hiring them for?
I hired him at my place of employment where I hold a leadership position. I am in management and he is not. Power dynamics at play too. Like I'm your boss.
Okay.
I'm big daddy, you're little daddy.
You have to do exactly what I say.
Yep. Well, our interactions at work are strictly professional. As a leader, I believe in allowing my team to do their job with minimal supervision, aka I do nothing. Just kidding. Though there are times when I have to be stern.
Have to be on top of them.
Let's get to the bottom of this, okay, guys? While remaining empathetic and professional to lead any team or an individual towards a needed outcome. Matt, I've come to learn, has a problem with authority. And although he is not directly under me, his boss is.
So there is no spicy sleep.
Now I'm confused.
It seems like there's a
Chad
lot
was
of-
saying that it was actually not. But who calls a non-spicy sleep thing a situationship?
Maybe this person.
That's
Maybe.
not using the term right.
I agree, but
Yeah, someone in the chat said that's just a friendship, and that's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
I guess it's just friends.
That's just,
Yeah,
just friends.
that
You
is
don't
a
call
great
it a
point.
It's fine. There's nothing
situation.
wrong with that.
that's a great point, actually. Yeah.
What does that mean? We're not hooking up, and we're dude. They're
But
not.
they're romantic.
They're not hooking up. They weren't romantic until recently.
It's gotten trended more romantic.
All right.
It's like your date. That person that was really romantic,
Oh yeah.
but she had a boy.
Yeah.
But
Rest in peace.
I digress.
Rest in peace.
So here's the thing. During a recent conversation, Matt called me disgusting. I was shocked and asked why he thought so. His response was, "You're a boss. I don't like that. You work so hard and expect people to work as you do. You pride yourself in doing your best and working with excellence. That disgusts me. This version of you disgusts."
I think they're trying to turn them on.
Is that a joke?
I mean, it kind of reads like it.
Like
because-
basically, they said you exemplify all the qualities that a boss should have, and that's disgusting to me.
yeah, that is also
You're a hard
what-
worker, and you treat people fairly, and you give
Yeah.
us fair wages. And what's with this maternity leave?
Yeah.
Like you encourage us to unionize. I hate this. So
Awful.
disgusting. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
It seems like an awesome boss.
That's what it seems like.
Maybe they're like an anarchist, you know, and like they have like a bunch of tats and stuff, and like when they were getting together in this situationship, it was like down with the government, and then all of a sudden
It went
realizes
corporate.
he's nothing but a suit.
Dude, the relationship got corporate.
And the spark is gone because like they thought they were getting a bad boy, and really they were just getting a boss,
Bob from HR.
just getting
That's what
Bob
they
from
got.
HR, dude.
Come on. So I was shocked, mainly because I'm not a mean boss, nor do I have much interaction with him at work. While I understand that everyone is entitled to their opinions, this comment has been really hard for me to move past. I also love how we're like not even addressing in the story the weird whole situation of hiring your situationship partner. After a month.
It sounds like it wasn't. They didn't directly hire. It was just hired 2 levels below, right? Because they like
That's still.
right? It's
Would
so
you
weird.
ever hire someone that you're like getting into it with?
I don't think so.
No, not a chance. Not a
Yeah.
chance.
So I tend to be a private person, and I've let this person into my life and have been incredibly vulnerable with them. So being seen this way by someone I care about deeply has been pretty painful. So I wrote him a letter because I thought it would be good to give him time to process what I had written without the pressure of having to respond to me right away. I expressed my pride in him, reminisced about our shared experiences, and acknowledged how much our relationship has contributed to my personal growth. In that letter I wrote, "Recently you called me disgusting. Filthy little boss. While I understand that is your opinion, and I try not to take it personally, I'm struggling to move past it. Given my feelings for you, it's challenging to reconcile being seen this way by someone I've let into my life with whom I've been vulnerable. It's difficult to move on from such a harsh judgment. Your words have left a deep impact, making it hard for me to navigate our connection. Despite this, I'm trying to understand and process everything, but it's a struggle when I've been so open with you.
So can I do a TLDR for myself?
Please do it.
Okay.
I
So
love it.
so TLDR for myself. OP and Matt were in a relationship that was not completely sexual. It was, or
Maybe it was,
sleep.
maybe it wasn't.
It was like not, but it was trending romantic.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, Matt is hired at OP's company.
Matt, OP was the one who hired Matt.
OP directly hired Matt.
1 month into their situationship.
And we know that for a fact that OP directly hired Matt. He was the direct hire, which is,
and I hired him at my place of employment.
I hired him.
yeah, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. And then Matt's like, you gave me a job and exemplify all of these traits of a good boss. You're disgusting. This all around feels confusing and weird. And I'm kind of confused on both sides, why both sides are reacting the way they did. Why is OP hiring someone that they were becoming intimate with? And why is Matt, who took the job, obviously, and the opportunity, getting mad at OP for being disgusting?
Well, Miles, you're in a happy, healthy relationship, I'm assuming.
Why are you assuming
How
that?
did you know that?
Uh,
I didn't tell you that.
because I was at the same party as you, the plant party.
No, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So, a month into your relationship, your partner's like, "Hey, I'm gonna hire you." What is your response?
I mean, if she would have hired me, I would say yes.
Yeah.
And it's good pay.
But like, imagine
Ooh.
you don't like you obviously now you're deeper into the relationship.
Uh-huh.
Imagine this is the very beginning. It's still a month in. It's super fresh. It's super new. You don't know 100% if it's like this is going to be like full on. Like I'm dating this person, in a relationship with this person.
I guess that would depend on where I'm at with my job financially. Like
Yeah.
if I need it, then sometimes
You need it.
Got to roll the dice.
You
Yeah.
need it. You're broke.
But me and my current partner, we met at work. We
Oh.
are coworkers currently, which is not usually my MO because
Right.
that can get sticky. you know?
Right.
And it almost did because we had a bit of a falling out. I did something dumb that I've learned from since, but I said something really silly to her that almost ruined everything. And for a week there, it was very awkward.
I'm not. No.
But we're back. We're back now. Do what? Don't do it.
I want to know. Sam wants to know.
I mean, of course I want to know, but I'm not going to press our new guest in
We
front
won't.
of
We won't.
600 people.
Yeah, grill him on his very first.
I wouldn't want
appearance.
the whole crowd to turn on me because it was really a dumb thing that I said. It was dumb and kind of mean, and I regret it. Thankfully, she's forgiven me.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to growth.
Shout out to growth.
Shout out to
Shout
growth.
out to moving past this and going to the next part of the story.
Okay. So, where was I? Already?
Is there any chance this story is fake?
No.
Yeah, it's 100%
Fake
facts.
stories.
100% facts.
Okay, 100% facts. All right, let's take it. Let's take it. that
There
way
is
then.
nothing on the internet that could be fake.
Yeah, all internet is
All
truth.
internet is truth.
So Riley, do you know where I was? Ooh,
Matt.
beautiful. Boo. Matt has not mentioned the letter, nor have I. At work, he insisted on bringing me a drink from my favorite coffee shop, and he did, but we have not interacted much since. I genuinely want to support Matt and still like him, but I find myself stuck. I've tried to be there for him, and while I don't usually hold grudges, this one comment has made it tough for me to feel the same about our relationship. So, am I the a-hole for struggling to get over him calling me disgust? Should I just let it go and move on? Should I continue to pursue a relationship with Matt? Let's answer all of these questions in order. First of which, am I the a-hole for struggling to get over him calling me disgusting?
I don't think you're the a-hole for that. I don't think.
No, a-hole isn't the word I would use.
No.
Yeah.
You're not
But
an
I
a-hole
think
for-
you're a little bit silly for hiring this person.
Yeah, that was so stupid. That was a dumb idea.
I'm just. Yeah, especially a situationship.
It's a situation.
Not even a girlfriend.
No.
Yeah, I don't like it. Next question.
Yeah,
So-
I don't like it either.
Should I just let it go and move on?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fire him.
Maybe, fire him.
No, that's probably
Yeah,
get
that's
you
a
in more
workplace
trouble.
violation.
Yeah.
Well, just like if any other subordinate had said this to you, like I think you're disgusting for your
You
boss
have cause.
style.
You have cause. You can fire him.
Yeah, like you
You
know,
have
how would
cause.
you react in any other situation?
Interesting.
It probably wouldn't bother you this much. You'd be like, whatever. Like I'm 2 ranks above you. Like I'm doing my thing, killing it.
But I think there is the case that could be made. There is the case that could be made. Coffee.
There's some
He
good
wants
sign language
coffee.
going on.
Yeah.
And caffeinated
like this.
beverages.
You literally worked at Starbucks. We have a
You
machine.
guys don't have machines?
We have machines.
How do you make your coffee? By hand?
ma-
Mortar and pestle?
We squeeze
you
it.
grind it up?
on tablets, stone tablets.
Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I think there could be a potential. There is a case that it is because they did have a romantic entanglement that it could come back to bite OP. Even though,
I
to your
guess.
point, if that was said outside of if there was zero romantic entanglement, I think you are right, and there could be grounds to like possibly fire or have some sort of repercussion.
I mean, but he was directly disrespectful to a superior. Like I feel like
Also,
that's-
like-
at work, which is grounds for dismissal.
Yeah, I don't.
Could
Even
get
if
you
firing
killed
seems pretty harsh for
or
obviously that's.
expelled.
I would say like separate them from working together. If they're a large enough company where this, I feel like they're probably fairly large with
Yeah.
the hierarchy that they have. So just, I would try
Separate.
to probably try to separate them
If
and
you
then
can, if you
give him
can.
like at least one last try or something. Maybe I don't
Just
know.
weird situation. Why are you putting yourself in this situation, OP?
It's
You're
very
a
weird.
Silly, silly man.
But there's one question left, which is, should I continue to pursue a relationship
No!
with Matt? Which
Why?
I want to poll.
Poll?
Yeah.
Poll.
What do you
Okay.
think?
Hit that.
I don't see
poll.
why they would.
Yeah.
Like they're not doing the spicy sleep. They don't have
But
a
it's
good,
romantic.
They don't have a good working relationship.
But the romantic, their dates are adorable. Their dates are just
But they're obviously not
That's
adorable
nice.
enough to,
yeah, I
to
don't.
be
I
hooking
don't
up
think
after.
that on its own is enough to keep a relationship.
But what if it's literally like every time they go on a date, it's like,
Magical.
I'm renting out Central Park and filling it with candles
Renting and elephants.
and elephants.
Yeah.
Who's doing this? Matt's doing this. Matt's
OP.
renting this.
OP's doing
OP's
this.
doing. Oh well, then the reason the dates are great is because OP's great. They could be great with anybody if you're gonna rent out Central
Ooh,
Park.
wow.
That's
You don't,
true.
you don't need Matt.
Facts, dude.
Date
Self-respect.
John.
Facts.
Date Tom.
Yeah.
Don't date me. You can't.
You couldn't handle all of that.
So, we do have some relevant comments. So, spare article 396 says you should have never hired him at your job where you are superior to him. Yes, big mistake. If you're such a private person, you don't bring your situationship into your job life.
That's so crazy.
OP says you might be right. It's possible, just maybe, you might be right.
I can't believe OP is realizing this right now.
Right? Dude. God. At the moment, I was just trying to help. I just wanted to lend a helping hand because he lent me his hand.
Yeah. Hand for a hand.
So there was.
He gave me.
I don't know.
He gave me a job, so I gave him a job. That's what I call equality. Oh, and then spare article responds. Right now, right, but you are now kind of screwed at work. You're a second level supervisor, and your situationship is kind of nuts. And you're super private. This has the potential to turn super sour. And now he has private info about you, has a letter even, and he could very well blast your private info to
That's
all of the
true.
employees for funsies.
OP gave him a paper trail.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it's not
With the
public
letter.
to the company. It's not
No.
disclosed. Dude. OP.
Undisclosed.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
OP. Oh my God.
You're a little bit of a dummy.
You got to quit. Find a new job.
Yeah, find
Yeah.
like honestly. Do you disclose to your did you disclose to your employer that you are in a relationship with this guy? What's going to happen when his boss fires him? What do you think Matt is going to do? Maybe he'll blame you and say the firing was because he wouldn't sleep with you. This is a powder keg. There's no maybe you're right. You need to tread very carefully and stop putting stuff in writing. And
Not
that's
putting stuff in writing.
and that's the end of the story. That is literally all we have. What a cliffhanger.
Set a trap for himself
1000%.
and is walking into it. And the whole internet is screaming at him, stop walking. And he's like, oh,
He's like, should I invite him out on another date?
yeah. Should I run faster towards him?
Yeah. Right?
I know there's a trap right in front.
There's a nuke over there. Should I get in a Ferrari and start zooming
barrel
towards
towards it?
Yes, I should.
Yeah, I think OP is making all the wrong decisions, but hopefully the internet has maybe righted its course a little bit.
One can only pray.
One can pray.
I hope so.
And to answer the question, when has a partner pushed you too far? I think OP pushed himself too far. This scenario.
Yeah, I think so too.
You pushed yourself too far, my guy.
You were pushing yourself off a ledge.
And into an abyss.
But you know what abyss you should always join is our lives.
Tap
We're
the
live right
profile.
now. Ooh, we said it at the same time. Do
Thanks.
it. Shall we get to this next story though?
Let's do it after some donos.
Dono reads.
Here we go. Whoa. Alrighty, delight. First dono.
Whoa.
By the way, a lot of first donos and first chats in the stream. So heck yeah, sound off, kings and queens. Mixed emotions. Thanks for the $2. I've got 99 problems, but a dono ain't one.
Ooh,
Yo.
and they
Yeah.
also gifted one membership as well that didn't show up.
Oh, cool.
Yes, thank you, Mixed Emotions. Asia Persuasion, thanks for the $2. Sounds like he's miles away.
Good one.
Got you. Tina M. Dot, thanks for the 546. John, this 59-year-old says your clothes look age appropriate. It was extremely positive. Thank you. Fern96, thanks for the $5 on a donor link. If John shaved, people would probably think he's younger than he is. I would 1,000% look like a child if I shaved my beard and cut my hair. I would look 18 again. 100%.
Where's Ava?
Oh, she's
There we go.
Miles.
Yeah, she would have barked at Miles. Thank you for the
He's
tea,
an attack
Sophia.
Thank you.
You want to
for
say
the
hi
tea.
to stream?
Yeah, they totally just heard
Hello.
you. There's your
she
queen.
is. Who was asking for Worm Queen before?
I forget.
Yeah.
One of the donos.
Oh, no, I think it was Sammy.
Oh,
Sammy
it was
asking
Sammy.
for Worm Queen.
That was Sammy. Sammy was asking for
Hi,
you.
Sammy.
There we go. It's Brittany Beach became a new member of the Knights. Let's go.
Let's
Oh,
go.
celebrating 1 month of membership, rather.
Oh.
Right. Remember to like the stream so we can get a wheel spin. You guys always make my days better and help the stay-at-home mom keep her sanity.
I feel like we haven't done a wheel spin in ages.
Oh, it's been.
Oh, we have.
I don't.
But you guys just haven't been here.
I haven't been to a wheel spin in a long time. So
Samesies.
we have
I've never been to a
600.
wheel
Yeah,
spin.
Miles has
Miles
never
talked
experienced
that talk.
a wheel spin.
Sound
Not
off,
once in my
King.
life.
Yeah.
I've
So
been virgin.
we're at 383 likes out of 500. If we get to 500 likes, we will spin that wheel. So if you haven't liked this already,
I hate you. I will come to your house and I will grab your hand. Oh my God. And you're
And
going
hit
to push the like button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen. So get ready for
he
it.
will come into your house in the middle of the night.
What is with these worms?
Sophia is the worm queen.
Sophia's the worm queen.
She's the queen of all the worms.
Okay.
So when she's here, the chat is filled with worms.
It's true.
That's
That
what
sounds
happens.
Yeah,
Like a good.
It's a great
it's a
thing.
great thing.
Sir,
You got a tiara and everything? Wow. I mean, of all the things I could be queen of, worms would be top 10 for
There's a lot of worms.
That's
a lot of
true.
worms in this
Still
world.
got-
We got some donos.
got lots of-
Charizard McNaughton. thanks for 2 months of membership. It's my birthday. 27 Club. Don't join 27 Club. Just be 27.
Yeah. True.
And go to 28 too.
Yeah.
Certifiably Jen, thanks for the $2. Don't poop where you eat.
Facts.
Teddy, 2 months membership. Dang, on to 3rd month now. Love y'all. Melting in a heat wave. No AC, son, help.
Oh, no, that's criminal.
That's tough.
Teddy, be like one of our cameras and snuggle up to an ice pack.
There we go.
Titty Jesse, or TT Jesse, I always say. Tie?
It's definitely TT.
TT.
Or I'm guessing it's TT.
TT Jesse.
TT.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Thanks for 2 months of membership. Like the stream. Let's get a wheel spin.
Yep.
And Caro, thanks for $2. Have you up on both my YouTube counts and liked on both. That is the
That's how it's done.
dedication.
That's how
the
it's done.
dedication we like to see.
Take notes.
And then Josephine Madola Berquist, come into my house unliking now. Because she wants you to come into her house and
Josephine,
force her to
you
like
know
it.
the drill. I am in a relationship. This guy is not. Direct it all
Bro,
over
why
here.
am I catching strays right now?
This guy's single.
This guy is single. I think I'm the only single person in this room.
That's dude. How the tables turned.
How the table.
How it just felt like we're all just ganged up on you right now.
Oh man. But hey, I almost have set up a date.
Good job. Famy's first date.
I need to respond. I need to, well, because I need to think of a date to do.
You could rent out Spark.
Yeah, that's
That
one.
would be
with
sick.
candles.
That would be a great date.
Yeah.
That would be a great one. All right. What episode next?
1 second.
2? All right. 642.
Also, this is where I bid.
Oh yeah. You
I
have
do.
your call right now.
I do.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Soon.
Dip.
Bye, everyone. I love you.
It
Bye,
is
John.
Sophia's turn. Chris. So fun. Yeah, lower
What?
the AC.
Oh,
please.
it's toasty in
AC's
here.
good. No, they. Oh, okay.
But whatever you'd like, Sam, with your warm tea. You're only gonna get toastier. How's it going? How's your stream going?
So far, so good.
Nice. I like the blonde hair.
Thanks.
It's really cool.
It's a little yellower than I want it to be. So I think I'm going to bleach it and tone it again.
Do you want like white?
Like
What's the-
silver. would be the
Silver
ideal.
fox.
That'd be
I'm
cool.
also told that's the hardest color to do.
It is. That's
But-
what I've never dyed my hair, but I've heard that as well.
The one time that I dyed my hair, it was around that color.
Yeah.
Well,
How'd you feel about it?
felt great.
Okay. Yeah, it does feel kind of good. I'm a little over the Slim Shady jokes. But other than that,
I think it looks good. I do think though, like going full silver would be best.
Yeah.
that's what I'm
That's
aiming
what
for.
I
think
was
that would
trying
go
to
with
do
your
too.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
This
it
weekend,
goes
I'm
with
going to
aesthetic.
tone crap out of it. And
Are you
see what
doing it
happens.
yourself?
If I have to. Hopefully not.
I must.
Hopefully I can get my friend to help me.
I think you should go half and half because you've got the mixed metals going on.
Oh, half
Yeah.
and half.
Yeah.
Are you
Like-
allowed to mix your
what-
metals?
Like this way?
Yeah, like down the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Or I
Half-
guess you
Not
could
like
do like
top here and then
yeah,
silver
do
at the
top.
top.
Yeah,
or you
do that,
can
do
do
that.
polka dots.
Ooh.
Saw a guy with polka dots recently.
That's These are all great suggestions for you. I think you
Okay.
should consider them.
Are we ready? All right. MJ Grow, thanks for the $5. Sam, just platonically connecting with people. That's me. Josephine Madola Burquest, Sam, my door is unlocked and the building code is 2369.
I hope that's not
Thanks
actually
for
your
the
building.
256, Josephine.
Wow.
And Charizard McNaughton totally forgot what 27 Club actually means. I'll make it to 28. I promise, Sam.
I was about to
For
say.
me, live.
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 I just saw The Doors, the movie The Doors with
What's that?
Val Kilmer. It's about the Doors.
Oh, like
band.
the door, like
Which it
not
had
doors, but the
No.
music band.
The music band
Yes.
The Doors with Jim Morrison, who was a part of the 27 Club. That is a wild movie.
Yeah.
I've never been on acid, but it's like being on acid, I assume.
Noted.
It starts off like silly and then it just gets depressing.
And then silly
really
again?
No,
No,
it never
just
gets
sad.
silly. He dies at the end.
Oh.
It never
Wow,
gets silly
spoilers.
again. It's a
Spoilers. All right. Well, let's get into this next story.
Woo.
So, would I be the a-hole if I called the FBI on an old woman for selling us a home that isn't hers?
Send her to
Whoa.
jail.
Send her straight to jail. And this is all answering the question, how do you handle housing issues? And an issue I want to address is join our live. If you haven't joined our live, you should. Click our profile. Do it right now. This first story comes from r/OK Storytime, which is our own subreddit here on the little internets. And this first story comes from Far Earth 919. They say, hello to all, but more so to the Worm Queen. Yeah, this is a real one.
I pick these stories.
So my 35 female and my husband 38 male had moved into a home that we are buying from the quote unquote owner. An old woman somewhere maybe in her 70s.
Sounds shady.
We moved into a trailer park caused my with a side of Slim. We moved into a trailer park because my husband worked for the park as a maintenance man. So the home we were offered was an old manufactured home for $15,000. We had paid our $500 a month agreement and also paid at times with more during income tax time. Well, this last tax time, we had more than enough to pay the rest of what was owed, and she told my husband she just needed to find the title to the home. She would sign it over. Everything hunky-dory. Well, come to find out, her name is not on record with the county because the taxes are in another man's name.
Possibly her husband?
Possibly.
Or like a relative?
The man lived here about 10 years ago and passed away. He was the only one and had no one to take over the home, so it's been sitting in his name since then. And the manager of the park told his cousin to move in due to no one being in it. So where she had gotten this title she was talking about, I have no idea. So I believe that this person's kind of just moving in and squatting while the...
And then the squatter was like, hey, I'm going to be a landlord now.
Yeah. Hey, this is mine now, right? Squatters' rights.
If you have squatters' rights for long enough, you just become the landlord. Those are the rules.
I think there is a rule that's kind of like that.
You
Really?
become the
Not you
landlord.
become a land. Well, you like there's ownership rights.
Well, yeah, no, there are ownership rights. I think in California it's 5 years.
5 years and you own it.
Yeah, I wrote a story about this.
If you squat somewhere for 5 years, you own it.
Kind of.
No, but you have
can't be
you have
evicted.
right. Yeah, you can't just be
you
evicted.
can't be evicted. So you
Yeah.
kind of like you're kind of leasing it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote a story about a dragon who was a squatter.
Was it?
And so she had to do research for
Is
it.
dragon code for something?
No, like no. So I was a
actual
lit
dragon.
major, and so I wrote a fantasy story about an actual dragon who was basically like
And she had to research.
yeah. And so I did a
Oh.
bunch
Laws
of
for
research
that.
about squatting.
I thought it was The Hobbit.
No.
So it's been sitting in
Small
his name
cousins.
since then.
He's a
The
squatter.
manager of the park told his cousin to move in due to no one being in it. So where she got this title, I have no idea. My husband had asked her, how much do we owe to pay off the home? She gave him a number and he paid that. He had done work for her in her yard and other things, and she said she would take it off what we owed and said the number sounded weird, but yet he did work, so we thought we paid it off. So basically, she's just kind of having them work for free. Well, he went to ask her for the title, and she said, no, you still owe me $4,000. When from my calculations and money orders that we have, if she didn't take off the money he had worked for, it would have been $1,115, not $4,000. So we decided she gets no more money till she provides proof that she actually has the title to the home. But they've already paid like almost $14,000.
Yeah.
So
And
it's like
they're not
all-
getting the title still.
Yeah, they're already in the hole.
Also,
so
is
much.
this for a trailer? Because
I
what
think
are like
so.
what are
It's
the
a
rights?
manufactured home.
Yeah, because I was confused because they already have the park owner saying you can live there. So I'm wondering what.
Yeah,
the-
well, but I think if
Is it
you
the
live
rights
in a
to the lot?
trailer, if you live in a trailer lot, you can own the lot, and then there's still
Okay,
like
that's what I was
the
wondering.
manager of it's
Yeah.
like the manager of apartment building.
Got you.
So which she never has, the title that is. She just keeps asking for more and more money. She has a lawyer that has sent us a paper saying we are behind in our payments and to pay them within 5 days or the eviction process will start. Well, yesterday we got the court papers with an eviction court date. My husband's name is wrong for his first name. Last name is correct, but she's now saying we owe her insurance when we already have insurance on the home. I feel like she's
just
hoodwinking them. I think she's just making them up.
She sounds like a con artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a pretty successful con artist. She's doing well.
Yeah. I mean, she successfully got people to like.
Yeah. And at 70,
into
you know, it's hard to con people, you know?
It's hard.
It's-
You're getting conned more than conning.
Yeah,
people.
yeah. I mean, she has all this experience, but she's
Yeah.
getting older, you know? Like, I feel like just let her have it.
Yeah. Just
Just let her have it.
The
you
last
know?
one.
It's her-
yeah,
it's her
the
Social
last
Security.
God. Yeah, Social Security, exactly. Also, for the late fee, now we had to go in and pay the last 5 years of taxes, and we only lived there for 2 years. We're having a title agency inspector come out this week, and we are going to try and get the title of the home, since everything we get about the home is in the man's name. She's not related to that man in any way. So I looked up what to do when someone is selling a home that is not theirs, and an FBI number came up. So they're going to go to the police.
Whoa.
And said, call that number if you are being sold a home by someone who doesn't own the home. Our court date is on July 26th, and TBD what happens there.
Plot twist: the number is the old lady. She's like,
This is Agent
"Hello?"
Smith. But should I call the FBI and have an investigation open on her before or after the court date? I feel like sooner the better.
Yeah.
Thank you for your thoughts. FYI, my husband and I have 2 kids that are in their preteens, and I worry that she may have some sneaky way to possibly get us kicked out of her home. I have panic attacks and agoraphobia, fear of leaving the home. Moving into this home was very hard on my mental state, so maybe just something to have me feel that everything could be okay, and I'm just overthinking things. Thanks again. And there are 2 updates.
Yes. That's whoa. I'm so sorry, OP. That's
That
a
sucks.
lot to deal with.
And this is from the OK gang.
Yeah.
This is our
Put
fam.
some hearts in the chat for OP.
Hearts in the chat for OP.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
But I guess like
I think immediately open up FBI case
because I mean
that can only help in your court case.
the
presumably.
sooner the sooner you do something like this, the more quickly you can get it
Yeah.
resolved. So
Yeah. And the
yeah.
more information that you have when you go to court.
yeah, I mean let's see, everyone's in the chat saying open up the case as soon as possible, and I think I agree too.
But she's 70, dude.
But she's 70.
Oh,
Too freaking bad.
all the
Have
more
her
reason to
move
open
in.
up soon.
Yeah.
You don't know how much time she's got
yeah,
left.
exactly.
Con artists, they live on the edge.
Yeah.
They do, which means she probably doesn't have that much money that you could sue for.
Probably not, but hopefully you could get at
The
least,
house?
you know.
Not much
Your money
money,
back.
not much time.
Well, you might be able to sue not just her, but the park manager because he was in on it.
Oh, well, he wasn't in on it. We don't necessarily know, but maybe he was negligent. So you
well,
could sue the park
what
manager.
we do know is that he let her stay, or it said something about
He let the cousin
the park
stay.
manager let the cousin stay.
Yeah, I think she is
someone along
unrelated,
that-
but someone along the line let her in.
Yeah, someone had to have let her in, and they
Miss
need
Santiago
to be
says
sued.
there's no age limit on being a raging a-hole.
Nope.
Yeah.
Age is E.
just a number.
Age is E for everyone
Yeah.
on a-holery. But there is an update. And let's get into it. So I did a background check of sorts and come to find out the owner is still here. He lives in California, and I'm trying my hardest to get a hold of him
Wait,
to
he's
let
not
him
dead? I thought he
know
was dead.
what is
dead.
going on. No,
He's still alive?
He's still alive, and he's in California.
still
What a
kicking.
twist.
But he is the owner. The old lady is not. Wish me luck on trying to get hold of the true owner somehow. Reason we thought he had passed, because we all thought he was dead,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
is the people who lived here for years believed he passed.
They were like, "Oh, that guy." He's
He's
Oh,
dead.
they just all thought he passed?
Yeah,
It's
which
like,
is
well,
kind
one
of
day we never
sad.
saw
Nobody
him
knows.
again.
Where it's like, oh, like, have you seen Miles? Yeah, he's dead.
He's
No,
dead.
he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah. Lights
Literally,
are
until
off.
he walked in, I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
I've
new
seen
lady
while the
came
only
in.
possible
I already
explanation is
grieved.
he's kicked the can.
Dead.
Well, I think it was his father who had passed, and the owner decided to move back to California. But yeah, don't know if that's what happened, but a new development in this whole thing. Just a little update. We'll keep updating as things come to light. And another update on July 17th, which was yesterday. Today we got word from our title company that has told us the old lady doesn't have the title to this home, but the man does. So now she has no leg to stand on in court. We are going to file a lawsuit against her for the money. We had paid her for the home she does not own. Still having horrible panic attacks, but at least she is. Ava is whining. But at least this is a step to a good outcome. And Sophia, I want to know what you think on this whole story. But that is where the story ends.
Yeah. I think that definitely you could get the FBI involved. Also, just don't look at her, and then she'll be good. Yeah, don't look at her. Just give her like a second. She's gonna,
I look right at her. Look at those eyes.
They're
so
blue.
blue.
Look at her.
They're so blue.
Oh, hello.
I see you if you don't look at her.
How can I not? How can I look at her? Look at her.
Hey, buddy.
What
I'll just
happened?
look at her when
What
she's
were
not
we
looking at
What do you
me.
think about this story?
I think the more evidence you get, the better.
Yeah.
Because court is never a slam dunk when you.
No.
Yeah.
And it just takes so much time.
And also, you're going to be, the cost of getting lawyers and going to court probably.
Yeah. Come in with as much ammunition
Yeah.
as you can possibly get, and even if you don't win that much money, stopping this lady from doing this to anybody else, that's a win in and of itself.
Exactly. Just making sure that people know that this is a scam.
Yeah. And like you want to make sure she doesn't do that to anyone else.
Yeah. Which
You
is
know?
what, yeah.
Oh, is that what? Sorry, I was distracted with Ava.
Yeah, and also we don't want her to do this to anyone else.
Guys.
And I
think we don't want her to do this to anyone else.
That would be a bad thing.
That would be a
That
bad
would be
thing if
bad.
she did that to anyone else.
Yeah.
But you know what you should do to us is join our live.
Join it.
And make sure everyone else does that. Hit the
Make sure,
profile, hit our profile, and come on in. But Sophia, do you have a story for us?
Yes, indeedy.
42.
And also,
Okey-dokey.
we have 40 more likes until we get to spin that wheel. And there are 630 of you, 64 on Facebook. So we just got to get 40 people to like the stream, and we will spin that wheel.
I would appreciate it because I've never seen this wheel spin of which they speak,
It's pretty lit.
and it sounds exciting.
We don't want to disappoint Miles.
Please don't.
Yeah, his first time here.
What the
Come
frick,
on.
guys? Come on.
Come on.
S2. Alrighty, let's get into it. My mother thinks she can sleep in a tent in my yard, but the home isn't mine. Get her out of your yard.
Dude,
Get a
if she
broom and
squats
a-
there for 5 years, it's legally
That's her
hers.
yard.
Crazy sentences.
That's her yard. And this is again to answer the question of how do you handle housing issues? And by the way, I don't know if you knew this, Sam. I don't know
What?
if you knew this, Miles. You can join us live on YouTube every weekday, not the weekends. At
Every
3 p.m.
weekday, 3 p.m. PST.
Pacific Standard Time. Just tap our profile. So,
Gotta say it faster than that. Our retention is gonna plummet.
guys. Okay,
Guys.
sorry.
Say it as fast as you can. Go.
By the way, you can join us live on YouTube every weekday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just to tap our profile.
Nailed it. I got every word of that.
Right.
So Jess and Learn says, I'm a 29-year-old woman and my mother and I have had our problems.
Woman. I'm a 29-year-old woman.
Just like many other toxic mother-daughter relationships, I left home as a teenager, to escape the abusive environment our home had become.
Oh.
I moved in with a friend in a different state, which also didn't end super well, but that's a story for a different post, and continued to keep communication open. She's continued to cause drama at every major event in my life, but I consider myself a pro at moving on at this point. I have planned PTO coming in a couple of months because my job will be closed for renovations, and she's been planning a visit during this time. Over the past few months, she's mentioned it a few times, and we've worked through the details together. Today, she emailed me to say that when she comes to visit, she will likely not have funding for anything more than gas. She plans to bring a tent for her and her husband to sleep in during the stay, and has inquired about an available space in my yard, Despite being fully aware that I do not own the home I live in and that I do not have the right to allow her to stay in our yard in a tent and use our facilities for any amount of time, much less several days.
Dude,
Why
just
doesn't she
have to
stay inside the house?
I think maybe it's too small.
Hope he doesn't have a couch,
Or like they couldn't get like a little, you know,
an air mattress.
air mattress? Yeah.
It could, you know what it could be is it could be a situation of like multiple people living in the same house and splitting rent through the rooms. Maybe it's that.
Perhaps.
But why not just go on BLM land?
But I'm confused because they had been talking about the trip for a while, apparently. So why did she just now bring up camping? Also, why
Maybe
did
she just wants the camp, dude. Maybe she likes it. Maybe she likes the tent life. But like, I mean, I guess if multiple people have, you know, it could be like an apartment building.
Yeah.
Where
there's like an outdoor
area.
Like,
you know, my last apartment where there's that outdoor area in the
Yeah,
back.
and
And
she's
it's
like,
like
"I'm
mom
gonna
and
camp."
dad were like, hey, can I just like chill in the back for a little bit? I don't think my neighbors would be chill with that.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
At first, I hoped it was some awful attempt at humor, putting me in an uncomfortable position in order to laugh at my discomfort, because it's something she's done several times in my life. Camping? Or
I think making her uncomfortable.
making her uncomfortable. Maybe it's both.
That's just classic mom behavior.
Yeah, classic mom. She's a camper. Once she even pretended to have full-blown Tourette's syndrome.
What?
Complete with vocal tics worthy of an episode of South Park.
I can't believe anyone would fake Tourette's.
That's embarrassing.
That honestly is embarrassing.
That's so.
And I can't believe anyone would do that.
I thought my mom was.
Yeah. It would be terrible to know that anyone would do that.
I was younger. I was younger
That's
and I didn't
embarrassing.
know
It.
better.
You're saying you done it?
Maybe.
Are you admitting to this? It's
I
embarrassing.
did. Yeah. Okay. It happened once, and I said I would never do it again.
You vowed. Okay. Well, anyway, let's get back to this mom and her horrible decisions. In the middle of a crowded shopping center, just to laugh at my humiliation at her antics. So this seemed likely. Unfortunately, she was serious, and when I told her no, that I couldn't help her with this, she simply said, "All right, I'll figure it out myself." As though it isn't the most irresponsible choice to drive halfway across the country as a grown adult who knows they can't afford to do such a thing.
Yeah, why is she moving all around the country with no money and expecting
She
to
just has gas money, I guess? But I feel like
gas money to get there?
yeah, I don't know what she's doing. I feel like she's being more irresponsible with her money.
Yeah. I mean, like if you're running out of money, you should not travel. We read a story not too long ago where the guy's like, I'm in so much debt, so I'm going to divorce my wife. That costs money. And I'm going to go travel with like the money that I got in the divorce, but still has a ton of debt. Like, why are people traveling with debt? Pay off your debts first.
Pay off your debt.
Good advice. Solid advice.
Solid. I have no idea what will happen, but I'm expecting a "What? Don't you want to see us?" response anytime, since I advised her not to make the trip at all since she clearly can't afford it. As a grown adult who can't afford to travel myself, I am astounded at the audacity. Yeah. I don't understand, because they were in communication about the trip before, and now all of this stuff is coming to light. I just don't understand. I want to know what their first plan was before the camping.
I mean, like I get, like maybe they were thinking they would camp somewhere else, and they wanted to be close to OP. I mean, because you can do a camping trip for fairly cheap. Like if you go to there's this thing called like Bureau of Land Management and you can just camp on any of that for free.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
OP's mom.
So like if you look up BLM land, it's like all around.
I heard you say that earlier, and I didn't know that's what you meant.
Oh yeah, you thought like Black Lives
I
Matter.
thought you meant like find some protests and then just camp there.
Yeah, Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah, so you
land.
find an encampment and you just join it. But you have to be part of the protests.
You chant a little bit, but then you get a free place to stay.
Usually there's free food. Edit. Wow, I have never gotten this much of a response on any post in the past, so I'm going to answer a few questions I feel matter that I've seen in the comments. Number 1. Why not cut her out completely? A, I honestly don't have a good reason, just that I'd feel guilty. I'm the only family member out of state, and I worry that cutting her out will result in the loss of family I would regret losing. I'm just afraid, I guess. Number 2, why don't you offer to put her in a hotel? A, I'm like a lot of people in my age group these days, struggling. I'm not even the only earner in the house, and we're still chasing the wrong end of the paycheck at the end of the day. I'd love to have been able to go back and visit myself, but it would be irresponsible to attempt a trip I can't afford. And putting my own little family at risk is not worth the moment of happiness I might find checking in on others I miss. And number 3, is it possible her living situation has changed and she doesn't plan on leaving my yard? He says, A, I have never even considered this, and it horrified me to see it worded out. I would love to think she could never pull something like that, but honestly, I feel like anything is possible. Thank you all for your logical advice. I really appreciate knowing that my only little circle isn't wrong to think the things I've seen here. Oh, that my own little circle isn't wrong. I'm still waiting to hear how she responds to my suggestion that she not come, and I will do my best to post an end to this unfortunate story. And there is an edit, but we'll pause. Yeah.
I mean, I think I still stand by what I said earlier.
I think advising just to not come is the best deal.
Yeah.
If you don't have space for her,
you don't have space,
if she wants to camp in the backyard that you don't own,
if she's gonna end poorly for her, because or let's say she does camp in the backyard, then she gets reported by the neighbors. Then the police arrive.
Fine.
They give her a fine, possibly arrest her.
Yeah.
Now she's in the slammer.
Free housing.
She has to join a gang. But yes, she has free housing.
And food.
And food.
She just can't vote.
Free retirement for mom and dad with one simple hack.
Yeah, I also never considered that she might stick around and just camp.
Just squat.
Yeah.
If she camps for 5 years, she owns
the
apartment.
She owns the land.
But she just has to be really sneaky about it.
Yeah.
If they catch her within the 5 years, it's over.
You know, maybe this is a good idea. I think we just solved it.
Wait, but there's a little bit more to this
hit that
saga. Edit 2. Wow, okay. Apparently this whole I can't afford anything but gas story was all a ruse to get to spend more time together while she visits. Allegedly, she is more than comfortable financially and has no fear that this trip will put her into financial hardship as she's making better money than ever before.
What?
Wait, what?
Plus, she gets really good deals on rooms because she works for a popular hotel brand. I honestly don't know what to think at this point. What a switch. I honestly don't know if it'll be worse if she's lying about her financial stability to make me feel better and let my guard down about her visit, or if it's 100% legitimate and she's lied about financial hardship simply to play on my emotions. Either way, I can't stop her from making the trip. All I can do is make sure I stick to my boundaries and not allow her to overstep them. Thank you all for your helpful advice and honest opinions, hard as it may be to hear some of them. I can't deny it all needed to be said. This didn't explain.
You know what
enough.
I think, actually?
What?
I think the mom just misses.
Well, but we
OP.
know that they have a bad relationship, which
all the more that she
mean,
feels like she needs to resolve it.
But we also know that she's a little trickster. She likes
but she's
making OP
money.
uncomfortable.
She's making money though.
So she
I mean,
says
she misses him. Like there's FaceTime. They can chat.
But the best FaceTime is a tent right outside your
daughter's
kid's house.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the hotel, if she has the means, I think she should do that, and she could still spend time with her daughter.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes it better, but maybe she just wants to spend like extra time. She wants to be like right there next to her daughter.
I don't trust her. I think that she saw OP saying, I think it's best that you don't come because you can't afford it. And so she's swapping her, she's switching up.
Oh, she's swapping her story. She's
she's
like, oh no, I can't afford it. I'm making so much money, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And they're like, why are you camping and only have enough money for gas if you have so much money?
Because I love you. Because I want to spend time with you. I think she's lying.
I do too. She sounds like a liar.
Yeah. She's
now that
liar.
you have reminded me of those details, I am now on the liar train.
Choo choo.
Savannah Lambert says it's been like 45 minutes and I just realized this is live. Darn tootin', Savannah Lambert. This story sounds creepily familiar. Did
To
you
your
have
life?
someone?
Is this your mom?
Is this your mom? Savannah,
Is
right
your mom
now
camping in your backyard right now?
we can do a call in.
Yeah.
And you can call in if you have a similar story. So join our Discord, or you could do the call-in number if that's easier.
That
Yeah.
probably will be easy. What is it? Do you guys remember it?
310
1-800 OK Storytime.
I feel like it should just be that. That would be better.
I forget.
440-508-6567. I knew it. I got it.
I think they definitely caught that.
You got it. You got it.
That's really impressive.
440-508-6567.
Hey, baby.
If you want to call us right now and tell us that story, that would be great.
Ooh.
Leave us a voicemail and we'll call you back.
What was the last part?
440-508-6567.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like OKOP or something.
Yeah, Megan
But shall we spin
Daubert
that
says 100% she's lying.
Shall we
Megan, I agree.
spin that wheel?
Spin that
That
wheel!
Go.
So exciting.
Oh, it broke. No more wheel spin.
What?
Broke. Freestyle.
Oh no!
Freestyle.
Oh no!
Freestyle.
I
Let me
did
get
this-
that set up.
I did this the other day, and I
You
did
have to freestyle?
horribly.
Like
I
a
did
freestyle
horribly.
rap?
Yeah. I did really bad. Dumpster Fire, thank you for the $10 tip. Welcome to the Worm Queen. Hello, hello. Our queen has been putting in the hours this week on stream. Crowns for our queen. I freaking have, man.
That she has.
I wake up, I find all the stories for the day, and then I jump on. Empress of Nevermore. Empress of Nevermore, thank you for the $5. John Tone with blue and purple.
John Tone with blue and purple. I think that's a hair tip. Empress of
John
Nevermore.
Tone with blue and purple.
Yeah.
Tone the hair.
My John?
I think.
No, I think
I think you might be. You either.
Are you
maybe,
John?
It might be the brand. It might be called John Tone.
Oh. Okay.
John
No, that
Tone.
can't be
Blue,
true.
purple.
And then
John
Fern
Tone. I appreciate the
96. Thanks for the $25. More time with Miles is necessary. He needs to experience how streams degrade over time.
Indeed.
It does. It degrades you and each other.
Okay. It degrades me.
Sydney Without Kitty says Sophia said if she had a rap ready, she'd kill it. She had time. Okay, but I wasn't. I was finding stories. I was finding stories, guys. I wasn't making a rap.
All right, this is how the rap battle's gonna go.
Okay.
I have
Epic
words
rap battles
here.
of
Battle?
history.
Or not rap battle, but like rap.
You
I
can
have
do it
words
together.
here. I wish John was here, but Miles will
Yeah.
do. I know Sam's gonna kill it.
I'm not going to kill it.
I have words that you guys have to like say as you do
These
it.
are the same words.
Yeah, they are the same words because it's the new people.
Wait, you
soon
could
to
do
me.
different words.
Just come up with new
Okay,
words.
okay. Like
Okay.
Those are the only words.
Yeah, there's
We don't
no
have
other
other words.
freestyle words that are possible.
Kimberly Fine says John's purple shampoo to tone platinum, blue
Oh.
toner for silver.
Tina
Blue
M.
toner.
Dot
Oh
with
my
the
God.
20 gifted memberships.
Woo!
My goodness, giving us 30 more
30
minutes.
more minutes.
Just in time.
Yes, Tina M. Dot.
Tina M. Dot. Oh my goodness.
Tina M. Dot.
Tina
Boom.
M. Dot.
All right.
Helping
Tina
us
M.
with
Dot.
our brain rot.
All
All
right.
right, well, here
Brett
comes
helping us
the
with that brain
degradation.
I don't know.
The
Get ready for that
degradation,
degradation.
yeah.
here we go. Ready,
Yeah.
Sammy?
Wait, what do I have to do?
Oh, there's a beat too?
Yeah. Is this the same beat?
Yes, it is the same
Pick
beat.
a new beat.
Am I?
That's
You
the
want a
only
new
beat.
beat? Oh
It's
my
the only
gosh.
beat and the only words.
Only beat and
Everyone
the only
knows that.
Everyone knows.
All right, we'll do this random beat I've never heard of before.
This one?
Okay.
The last, see what I said, Sophia?
No,
We're
just
doing the
choose-
same beat.
Just choose a different one.
All right, wait. Do I start rapping when I see the word, or
Start rapping when you feel it in your heart.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, I got that shampoo. You know what's gonna do? It's gonna tone my hair and make it less oil blue. It's gonna make it yellow, and I'm gonna be a little fellow, and I'm gonna be a little slim shady, getting like Tom Brady. Gonna do some doggy style, and then meet a lady. Then I'm gonna call her my girlfriend, and then I'm gonna say something that makes it almost the end because I fucked up a little bit. But no, it just was a little hit.
and I'm going from 0 to 1, and I'm gonna get all of this done because I have a butt like a thick plum, and then I'm gonna get it and then do it twice. And do I keep going, or does anyone else go?
Honestly, that was really good.
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Okay, here we go. Magic on the mic. No hocus pocus. Hold up, everybody. Y'all stop talking. Let me focus. Oh, here we go. Dropping bars in the studio with my boy Riley, with my girl Worm Queen. We're on the same team. I've never been here before. Look at this dog.
Hey.
It is so cute. What's her name?
Ava.
Ava. Ava, you're my girl. I just got a name. Kristen. That's the name of my commercial agent. She's a great one.
Oh,
She's a real one. She puts me out there, and she gets me some auditions. My hair is different, so that's kind of changing the look, but I'm not quitting. So, all right. I'm about to pull the cord, because this freestyling stuff is hard. Oh, Lord. Give me grace. Give me strength. Give me power. Give me...
Yeah.
Strength.
Let's go.
Lord of the Rings 2 Towers.
Also, Big Dono.
Yes!
Chris tinfoil hat with the 50 gifted memberships.
Oh, wow. 50.
Oh my!
Kristen
can't
loves
even
your
count
guys'
that.
raps.
That is so many. If you're not in the YouTube right now, you should be, because you're
Yeah,
about to get
you're
a
missing it.
freaking
Everyone
gifted
Everyone
membership.
who got a gifted membership, say thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Mommy. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
In other
Miles
news.
killed that.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, you guys.
Yeah. Molly
That's
and I
my
did ours, and we did horribly.
first wheel
Really
spin
horribly.
ever.
First wheel spin
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam did good.
Yeah.
One day we'll get John onto this because
Yeah.
I made it for
He'll
him.
really kill it. I'm good at writing poems, but I take time.
Can I hear a poem?
I have a poem about a worm.
That's so fitting.
Yeah.
Is that why they call you the Worm Queen?
No, I
You
made
said,
a joke.
Would you love me if I was a worm?
All right.
And they
Didn't
said, you
I
are
feel like
a
I read
worm
it on
queen.
stream already. But let's read it anyway.
That's how it started?
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah. Do I read it now? Do you
Sure.
want to hear it later? Okay. You might have already heard this. I don't remember. This is called A Bit Like You. The nematode worm, a bit like you, can live up to twice its natural lifespan under the right circumstances. Had I not crushed it underfoot, don't tell PETA. I was trying to avoid the water spilling down the driveway, trying to avoid pink guts on sticky black crude oil asphalt. But it's dead and my shoes are still wet. Anyway, I scraped its memory beneath my nails and pushed it to the dirt, like a child playing with their food. Look, it's still moving, I lie. I'd like to have placed it in the compost bin if we'd not left it behind. It would have suited it, I think, a proper burial. But I don't have a garden. All I've got is the can in the kitchen. That will do, I lie. Maybe something will grow between the eggshells and the coffee grounds. That's it.
I like it.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
I like
that
it.
was beautiful.
Thank you.
I felt touched.
Yeah.
There's a real tone to that.
Yeah. It's about worms. I saw them on the pavement.
But shall we get into this next story?
Let's get into it. Riley, can you let Ava out?
No.
All right. So, Ava's getting let out. Snaps in the chat. All right. So, my landlord tried to force his way into my home, but I pushed back.
Knock him out.
Knock him out. This all is answering the question, how do you handle housing issues? And I have an issue. If you're not in this live stream, you should join it on YouTube, 3 p.m. PST every weekday. This first story comes from Powerful Raid, and they say, a few years ago, we were in a small 2.5 bedroom apartment. The landlord basically never talked to us. We paid on time and kept everything neat and tidy. Everything was good. Well, one day, his lordship decides he wants to sell the place. It's no problem. He wants to give the place a bit of a paint. No problem. He told us he would be sanding the walls of the staircase. The main area of the house was upstairs. Downstairs had a bedroom, office, and garage attached. And that would be that. Fine. You know, everything was good. Fine, no problem. Off you go. But instead of stopping at the top of the stairs, he decided to carry on one of the walls that led into my son's room. Had we known he wanted to do this, he would have done what was necessary, but we didn't know. And so every inch of my son's room, his clothes, carpets, beds, toys, the lot were covered in a very fine dust from sanding the painted drywall.
Oh.
Because they're saying like, hey, if like we had known, we would have
covered
we would
things.
have prepared.
Yeah. That's not good at all. No.
It took hours of wiping down and vacuuming to get it back. But he had to sleep elsewhere for 2 nights after his breathing and skin suffered. My little boy is
because he's ingesting
getting
all of
wrecked.
this paint.
Yeah,
stuff.
which is not good for the
Fumes.
lungs.
Yeah, no.
Not good for the lungs. Also, you know what's good for my lungs? Another wheel spin goal.
Ooh.
700?
700 or 750?
750.
750.
Let's do it.
Raise
Aim
the
high.
bars.
I mentioned this to the property manager, who was an absolute delight to work with, and she said he would advise him that he would need more details about what work he wanted to do. This seemed fine. So basically, like the property manager is like, all right, I'll take care of this, right?
Yeah.
And Courtney Brady says, wow, that's super dangerous. Emma Bear says you should give your tenants notice.
Absolutely.
Darn tootin', President Putin. He then wanted to come back to do some painting. Again, that's not a problem. It's value to the house and it looks better, etc. However, he told us he would be there for 4 hours. Well, 8 hours later, he decided that was enough for the day and called it. That night, he messaged me saying he wanted to come back and do more painting the next day. I said, that didn't work for us. It wasn't enough notice. Didn't allow us peace of living, etc. He then tried to claim that in our contract, the Tennessee contract, he called it, it stated that we must allow him to complete projects in a timely fashion. And if I were to decline him entry, then the cost of the rest of the project and its completion would lie with me and be my responsibility.
Okay, but a timely fashion doesn't mean, oh, I can come in every day whenever I want.
Yeah, and also he said he was going to be there for 4 hours, and it doubled in time, and he's going to do the next day.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
You're supposed to have 48 hours notice. That is not 48 hours.
Sounds like you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
Well, I sent this text. It's always nice when people lie to you in writing, off the lovely property manager, who again called me and said not to worry, she would sort it out. About a week goes by and I get a text asking very nicely if I would allow them access in a few days to complete the work. No problem.
Yeah.
His lordship and a pal arrived carrying on painting, and they were there for another 8 hours. However, this time I don't think they took any pleasure in it. My PC is next to my PS5, so on my PC I put Tiptoe Through the Tulips on repeat for the full 8 hours, max volume. I just popped my headphones into my controller and gamed all day long. After 8 hours, his lordship comes up the stairs and into the lounge. It's open plan and said, with great strain and wariness of a man worn down, he said that they had finally finished. Without breaking eye contact with my screen, I said, okay, bye. And he just hovered for a second before shakily walking out. Right. As soon,
Way to be petty about it.
Yeah, he's just like, I can't help it anymore. As soon as I heard the front door close, I turned the music off. No doubt it was for you, big boy. Don't lie to people, especially those who know how to read a contract. And there are some quick relevant comments that I can breeze through.
What? The song.
Tiptoes.
But everyone knows that song.
Tiptoe through the tulips by the window. Like that.
That song?
That song.
On a repeat for 8 hours.
Yeah, dude. It is music torture.
That is.
Yeah, Emma Bear says, hell yeah, music torture loop.
I can't believe the guy never said anything about it for 8 hours.
Yeah, dude. I would have been
10 minutes in. I would have been like, what's going on?
I'm also shocked that they stayed.
Miss Jaybird says psychological warfare. Yeah, it is definitely psychological warfare.
I respect it.
I do respect it.
I respect it.
And edit, since it might not be well known, to strong arm someone. To
defining.
To strong arm someone is to bully or intimidate them. He didn't literally put strong arms on me.
His arms were so strong.
So strong.
He was shaking.
Relevant comments. Ornery Winter 159 says, no way I would let them sand anything while I'm still in the house. They can wait until I move. And Powerful Raid, who's OP, says, we weren't moving at the time. The place was being sold, which turned out well because the new owners were really nice and drove like an hour and a half to drop us off Christmas presents. Like,
Aw.
what the F? Way too nice.
That's
And he
sweet.
didn't put the rent up because he knew we were looking after the place and we're planning on moving. So there are some good landlords. And that's all the answer. How do you handle housing issues? I guess with psychological warfare.
Yeah, I think that if your landlord is not, complying with your lease and stuff and not giving you notice, psychological warfare.
Psychological warfare is needed.
Yeah.
Also,
Good
what
last
else is
resort,
needed
yeah.
is join her live. We're
Join
live
it.
right now. Hit the profile.
Actually,
Do it.
Small or okay story time, but it's not my story. One of my friends' landlords, she's moving out right now, and the landlord keeps showing people her apartment, but not telling her that they're coming. And so they'll literally open the door and show people the apartment without any notice. And she was like, yeah, there was a time that my roommate and I were getting out of the shower and people just entered our apartment.
That's illegal.
Yeah, that's
there's
what I
gotta be
said.
laws
I was
against
like,
that.
yeah, that's illegal. And she's like, I know.
The
What
out
are
of the
they gonna
shower
do?
thing
Yeah.
might help.
Yeah. Film it
Because like if you need privacy at all,
for the police.
Yeah.
mini okay story time.
Yeah.
I got in trouble when I was in high school because I was sneaking out of my house,
Mhm.
and my parents took my bedroom door off of its hinges, so I just didn't have a door for like months.
We've
that
read
was
stories
not
about that.
And the way I got it back was I just started walking around my room naked, and eventually they got sick of that and they gave me my door back.
That's a really good.
But like if
That's
landlords
some
are popping
psychological
in,
warfare,
yeah,
too.
you psychological war for them.
Yeah.
You hang out naked, you get a little gross,
Yeah.
and
A little dirty.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
they should just have a nude policy in their
A nude policy?
Yeah, they should just walk around nude,
Yeah.
and then if the people come in, then they won't get the house. They're like, oh, I should have given us
yeah, it's
notice.
probably hard to sell a place like when there's naked people
Yeah.
walking around,
Yeah.
especially to families.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Big brain move.
Fight your landlords.
Fight your landlords. But you know what else we have to fight against?
Stars fall up. Thank you for the $2. I had a landlord shame me for my job. Awful. That sucks.
It's terrible.
What do we do?
Well, it's the end of this episode.
Miles, thank you so much for coming on, my dude.
Thank you all for having me. It's been a blast.
Heck yeah.
Little pleasure.
Got to
Yeah.
freestyle.
Yeah, we got the
Which I haven't
freestyle,
done since like high school.
bro.
It was very good.
It was great.
Great
Lot of
job.
Crushed
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Awesome. I'll get.
All right.
Later, Miles.
Bye.
This episode is over, but guess what? We got more episodes coming right now.
This episode is brought to you by
Bye.
OK Freestyle.
Okay, freestyle.
Maintenance guys barging in. That's such a not a win. You better watch out, or I'm gonna shout. Get out of my home. I'm all alone. I don't want no landlord here. I'm gonna shout it in your ear. I'm really off tempo.
That was good.
Thanks.
I like the flow switch.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I was trying to
I
focus
don't
on the
want
rhyme.
this fire in my
ear.
ear. You can be
Yeah.
evicted out
I'm
of here. I'm
Gotta
not gonna,
give me 24 notice.
or I will be naked and will show this.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Let's do that. Okay, you give me a rhyme and then we'll switch off.
Okay.
So I have to rhyme whatever. Okay, go.
I will never not show my bum.
I will always rub a dumb. Oh wait, I have to continue the next one. This doesn't work.
I can put on
This doesn't
a
bad
freestyle
rhyme.
beat.
Okay, put on a
Or
freestyle beat. This is what Sam
freestyle
does on
beat.
long car rides. He puts on a freestyle beat and he goes, Sophia, let's do it. Let's do it. B Beam says, please stop. We can't stop.
We have to wait for Riley to get
We have
back.
to wait for Riley, guys.
All right.
It's not our fault.
Hey. 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 Wait, actually, I'm gonna do my favorite beat.
Uh.
Ow.
I don't like it any more than you guys do when I'm on the road trip.
What? No, you do. You love it.
No, he goes, come on, Sophia, come on.
Come on, Sophia.
Come on, do the route with me. And I go, no. And he goes, come on, let's just freestyle. He bugs me until I do it.
And then we do it.
BB
It's
says the
great.
cringe. To be cringe is to be free.
That is true.
Yeah. Okay, Riley's back. Riley's back.
Hey.
It's too late, Sam.
The royalty
Yes.
go.
It's royalty free. Boom, boom.
Okay, what are we on? And is it me? Landlord no, I did that. Okay, we're on the next episode, number 3.
Yeah, next episode.
Wow.
Hit it, Sophia. Wait, why are people hating on this freestyle rapping?
You guys are just
We
jealous.
didn't even do anything.
Didn't even do
We
it.
didn't even do
We did
anything.
one. We did one beat. Oh, Lord.
Jeez.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
My best friend told our friends that my boyfriend tried to cheat on me with her.
Oh no.
Oh no. And this is to answer the question of how should you confront a liar? Any thoughts?
I'm excited to see how they do it.
All right. And just by the way, you can join us live on YouTube every weekday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just tap on our profile.
That was good. That was good.
I'm gonna memorize it so I can say it.
Yeah,
really
memorize
fast.
it. Go. Do it now.
By the way, you can join us live on YouTube at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just tap on our profile
Every weekday.
every weekday.
Pretty good.
So, puzzle-headed tart 693 says, throwaway because some of my friends follow my main account and are also listeners of THT.
Is this a okay story time?
No, 2 hot takes.
Dang it.
Ellen, 22 female, and I, 21 female, met through an internship 3 years ago and instantly became best friends.
Best friend.
Best friend. About a year ago, I started crushing on George, 24 male, who interns at the same company but in a different department as us. Ellen and one other of our coworkers set us up last fall. Wow. And we really hit it off. We've fallen in love, and we often talk about our future together. This is so cute.
That's so cute. We love when people talk
We love
about
love.
their futures.
This is where things get messy.
Oh.
From early in our relationship, pretty much as soon as we went from just dating to being official, Ellen has been colder to me. She's jealous. She's never made it a secret that she doesn't particularly like George, though she's never said anything direct about it. The only issue she ever raised was when we first got together and he got really sick. I was studying for the MCAT at the time, and I was only about a month out from my main test day when he had a pretty bad flare-up of a chronic illness. Because he knew that Ellen and I were close, he called her to ask her if she thought he should tell me he was sick or if it would be better to keep it from me so he doesn't take me away from my studies. Ellen didn't like this at all. She told me she thought it was incredibly inappropriate that he tried to contact her like that, and he shouldn't have called her about something so personal.
I think she's jealous.
I think she's jealous.
I think she's jealous.
He's like, hey, I have a cold, but I don't want OP to worry. Do you think I should talk to her? And she's like,
from a friend.
how dare you?
I feel like that's a classic. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're doing something so thoughtful for someone else.
Yeah.
And it makes me sad because I actually really like you and I wish you were doing thoughtful things for me.
For me. Yeah. She's like, literally, don't tell me.
Literally,
He's a
stop.
He's a freaking jelly bean.
She is a jelly bean.
But she didn't let. Oh, wait. I thought her reaction was a little over the top, but I talked to George about it and he apologized to her and never called her again. But she did not let it go. A few weeks later at a party, she made a comment about how I am always choosing George over my friends. My roommate was going to be out of town the next week, so she said she should say her goodbyes since I would probably just spend the whole week at home with George.
With George.
Freaking George. She tried to play it off as a joke, but I was never... What are you doing?
What? This is normal.
Okay. She tried to play it off as a joke, but I was really surprised she felt that way. I never wanted to be the kind of girl who turns her back on her friends when she gets into a relationship. and I had been trying really hard to balance my time with my boyfriend and with my friends. But it seemed she felt neglected. So I started putting more effort into our friendship. Over the next few weeks, I tried to make plans with her at least 5 or 6 times, but every time she came up with some excuse not to see me.
She
Even
doesn't want to
once-
see you. She's
she doesn't-
jealous of your
yeah.
relationship.
She's jealous and she wants to hide in her little hovel.
Little hovel hole.
Even once canceling at the last minute and citing a meeting she forgot about at 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I don't buy it.
A meeting on
meeting?
Sunday.
At 10 a.m.?
Yeah,
you
I mean,
kidding?
she's just coming up with excuses at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, like if this is how she wants to stop the friendship, then
Yeah.
maybe just take the hint.
Maybe just let her.
Just
She's-
let her
yeah,
die.
She's not, live and let learn.
Live and let
Live and let die.
Live and let die.
I was
Is there a
hurt.
song like that.
Yeah, there is a song. Yeah.
How does it go?
Live and let die.
Yeah, that is how it goes. It's like very gravelly.
Yeah.
Live and let die.
Okay. I was hurt. I knew our friendship was dying, and every time I tried to revive it, she rejected me. Rejection hurts.
Also, conspiracy theory from Trisha D. Maybe she wants OP.
Oh. That actually, I think, makes more sense. Why she's like, OP's boyfriend, don't even talk to me. I just want to spend time with freaking OP.
That's true.
Could be. I was hurt. I knew our friendship was dying, and every time I tried to revive it, she rejected me. Finally, I decided the ball was in her court. If she wanted to be friends, I was open to it, but I was sick of being rejected, and she would have to be the one to reach out to me. She never did. Meanwhile, things were deteriorating at work. We had been assigned to the same project for the year, which required working very closely together. As our friendship fell apart, she started ignoring me at work, being rude and short, and making my share of our tasks very difficult for me. I felt like she was constantly breathing down my neck and waiting to catch me in a mistake. I figured she was gossiping about me behind my back, but at this point I was so exhausted from dealing with her that I couldn't be bothered about it. She would say whatever she wanted to say, and I would just be nice and patient with her and count down the days until our internship ended. That really sucks when you're trying to work with someone and be professional and they're not doing that. They're not giving you that.
Well,
that
yeah,
same
because now
respect.
it's not. It's like it's worse because it was just a friendship thing.
Yeah.
And now
it's into her
affecting work.
career.
It's like it's
Yeah.
infecting her whole life.
Yeah.
And she doesn't deserve that.
No. I also think that even if you have like a friendship breakup, I think you should still be respectful especially in public settings.
Yeah.
I think you should
well,
still be,
especially in
yeah.
a work setting.
If you still have to see them day to day, don't cause drama.
Respect.
You don't have
Put
to
some
like
respect
them,
on
but
their
don't-
name.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if you necessarily have to respect them, but you have to respect the setting that you're in, you know?
Which is respecting them.
Yeah, I guess so. I just mean, like, I guess you don't have to like them, but
Yeah.
you do have to be professional.
You have to be professional,
Or,
which
yeah.
includes respect.
Yeah. And I also think it's a measure of respect to everyone around you because you're not pulling everyone else into.
Yeah. It's like I feel like what this person is doing is it's like a black hole of aggression,
literally
and she's
sucking
just
everyone into her.
she's sucking the productivity out of the office.
Yeah. Until today, I had lunch with one of our other coworkers and my good friend Kay, 22 male, and he told me everything. Apparently, Ellen has been telling all of her coworkers and friends that George has been trying to cheat on me with her.
Cheat?
On OP with her.
So she's just making stuff up at this point.
I don't believe her. I don't believe her at
it
all.
either. I mean,
Telling-
there's nothing that she's done to make me believe her. Like
Also,
everything.
apparently they've only hung out he's only talked to her one-on-one once, and she freaked out.
Yeah. I
So,
feel
like,
like
why?
is she like all there?
I don't know. Telling them that he calls her in the middle of the night, sends her inappropriate texts, and when I hosted a party after I wrote the MCAT, he spent the whole night eyeing her. Maybe he was glaring at her, and she was like, "Oh my god, he's so into me," and he's like,
Like, ew.
I knew that none of this is true. I love George and I know that he loves me. And even as Kay was telling me all of this, I knew that Ellen was lying. It seemed that Kay didn't believe it either. He was just telling me what he had heard, but the thought that she'd been going around accusing George of infidelity makes me sick. I went straight to George's house and told him everything. I told him I didn't even think for a second that it was true, and the real betrayal is how Ellen made all of this up and spread it around. I was crushed to know that not only did Ellen say all of this, but she'd been saying it to all of my friends for months, and not one of them came to me about it. Yeah, that's also messed up.
That also is kind of
even if they thought that Ellen was lying and they didn't trust her, you should have said it. But if
away from your friend, like, I mean, assuming that's your friend.
Yeah. No, I think both scenarios of if they thought she was lying, they should have come to OP and said, "Hey, she's spreading rumors. Just wanted to let you know." Or if they thought it was the truth, then they should have told her. Those aren't your friends. Yeah, that's really not cool.
They've shown their loyalty,
and it's to the devil.
It's to the devil. Into exorcism.
Yeah, and Ellen's exorcism.
Got him.
Ellen. Thanks.
Ellen is the devil.
Yeah.
Have you
heard it
about
here
Ellen?
first? Yeah, I actually heard a rumor that Ellen's the devil.
It is true.
Yeah.
But do you also know about Ellen DeGeneres and
what?
all of her stuff?
What?
You know she's like really mean?
Yeah, I did actually hear that.
You know she hires her housekeepers to clean her house and hides 3 matchsticks in random places in the house, and they only can finish when they find all the matchsticks.
Oh, that's icky. That's really icky. Don't like that. It's just like rich people behavior.
Mm-hmm.
George helped me. Where was I? But she's been saying it to all my. I was crushed to know that not only did Ellen say all of this, but she's been saying it to all of my friends for months, and not one of them came to me about it. George helped me get past the hurt stage, and now all I feel is rage.
Hey, part of the grieving process.
It's rage. Tomorrow I'm going to call my supervisor and ask if I can work from home until the end of my contract so that I never have to see Ellen's face again. I feel so betrayed and I just hate her so much right now. Am I overreacting? Should I be taking the high road and just keep working with Ellen as if I don't know? I feel betrayed by my other friends too because Kay thinks they all knew what she was saying and not one of them told me. Did I cut them all off the same way I plan to cut off Ellen? And there are some relevant comments to finish this story off.
I think OP should keep it cordial. Don't stoop to her level.
Yeah, I think that you can cut these friends off, kind of quiet quit from the friendship.
Yeah, quiet quit the friendship.
Yeah, keep Kay because Kay seems like a real one. But because this is a work friendship, I think you just, quiet quit. I think you don't want to professional.
You don't want to bring that drama into the workplace.
Yeah, you want to. I think that when you are working at in a professional setting, you want to show that you are a good worker first and foremost, and keep your personal issues
to the side.
Yeah. But let's read these relevant comments to finish the story off. Catmom22 says, "Have you given any thought that what she was saying was true? What did boyfriend say about it all? Offer to show text, etc. Obviously playing devil's advocate here, and either way, a real friend would tell you directly about your man acting out, not gossiping. So no judgment on dropping her butt." And then OP responds, "I really don't think it could be true. George has offered a number of times to let me go through his phone, which I've declined because I really do trust him." Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that OP was like, "No, I literally believe you. You don't even have to show me your phone." I think that is a sign of a very healthy relationship. And we both agree that the accusations are absurd. He's never been anything but completely honest with me, and he's been saying for weeks that I should drop Ellen because he doesn't like the way she's been treating me. I don't want to contact her about it right now because honestly, I'm just so angry. And like you said, if there was any truth to it, and if she was ever my friend at all, she should have come to me about it directly. I also don't think that Kay would lie about something like this. He's not the kind of person to make up rumors, and there's no way he would have known that George called Ellen if she hadn't told him, albeit a twisted version. And that is the end of this story. And that is to answer the question of how should you confront a liar? And I think in this case, maybe I don't know. Maybe
you don't need to confront her.
But will she continue spreading these lies? I guess is the question.
I don't know if you confront her in the office, but I feel like
I think outside you text her and say, "Hey, please stop spreading these rumors."
As a friend, it's like,
yeah,
or maybe so you're not like you don't have a paper trail or whatever.
Yeah.
You say like, "Hey, can we meet for coffee?"
Yeah.
Oh, but she kept dodging hangouts.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that there is a way. I think that while I do think that you should maintain like professionalism, I do think that maybe it's getting to a point because she's spreading it around to other people at the office where it could affect your work.
You could.
And you could talk to HR. You could talk to your boss and say, hey, she's been spreading a lot of rumors and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the answer as well.
I feel like ideally she talks to her friend, her ex-friend, but if the friend isn't having any of it, then probably go to HR.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that she's lying about her is a pretty bad sign.
Yeah, and it's affecting work. As soon as you feel like it could affect work, that's when you go to HR.
Yeah. No, I just think that I don't think this friendship is salvageable at all. Because I think that when someone starts not only talking about you behind your back, but also specifically lying about you behind your back, it's like, okay.
Yeah. We're not friends anymore.
We're not friends. Yeah. No. I had a person do that to me. And I'm like, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Here in this environment?
No. in this day and age.
This podcast?
No. I've told you about her. Don't say it, but you know.
How long ago?
Last year. Okay, Sam doesn't apparently remember.
Can you give me more context?
No, I'll tell you later. But basically, it was just it wasn't at work or anything, but it was a similar situation.
Oh, it was in the friend group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't stop trying to say it. Just don't say it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. But yeah, no, it's just
I
weird.
remember that. I was confused because I was like, oh, was it like a work thing? But no.
Yeah, no, it wasn't work related.
Okay.
Just friend. Oblivious Bean says, will OP be able to avoid Emma while on contract? It seems like they're working pretty closely together, which is dicey. And Devil's Advocate says, don't risk your livelihood for someone you don't even have a relationship for anymore.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Uns ja. But shall we get into this next story?
Get into it. I'll get into these donations. I evade the IRS. Thank you for celebrating 2 months of membership. Hope y'all are doing well. Haven't been able to catch a stream lately. Just tested positive for COVID. Just my luck, LMAO. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Get some rest and I hope it goes away soon. Emily W, thank you for the $2. I love you guys so much. I listen to y'all daily. Love you too, Emily. And that's it. Thanks. Zari Pistachio says, I had a friend spread rumors about me to my friend group that joined, and it turned out she had a huge crush on me. I want to hear more about that story. Can you call us? Because that's what kind of like pigtail pulling is that? That's wild. How did she think that was going to turn out? Like, I hate this person. Right? I hate Zari. And thought that would
work out.
That work. Yeah.
I mean, that's elementary school.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the pigtail pulling.
That's what you guys call it?
Pigtail
hair pulling?
Oh, as like.
But people do that nowadays. More like, hitting and fighting and whoa.
What?
Okay.
Throwing rocks.
Stoning?
No, like girls used to throw rocks at me because they had crushes on me. Yeah. A girl threw a shoe at me because I asked her if she wanted a hot dog, and she threw a shoe at me in kindergarten.
I don't think I ever did that.
Well, obviously you weren't crushing hard enough.
I wasn't. I certainly wasn't.
Certainly. All right, shall we get into this next story?
Get into it.
Leah Glossinger, Sam, got that date set up? I need to.
You want to walk us through it? What's the issue?
I just all right. So there's 3 people from Hinge, which I just downloaded. Well, I mean, we're setting up things. I don't know if it's working. But I have to like think of what to do, and I want to do a triple spot date. You have to do the triple spot date.
Triple spot date.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ideas.
Definitely ice cream at the end.
I was thinking ice cream at the beginning. I was thinking ice cream. This is what I was thinking. So, ice cream, wine bar, speakeasy.
I like that.
That's fun.
Or I was also thinking.
But also speakeasy is kind of like a wine bar, so it's kind of like a double.
Or then go to the beach.
I think what you do is food, intellectual, and then drink.
I don't want to do food because what if I don't?
But no, food is ice cream.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I was also thinking sunset at the airport. This like to the Santa Monica airport because there's this like viewing area.
Maybe.
With wine.
I've never been to the airport, so I'm just thinking like airport.
The Santa Monica airport. It's cute.
Okay, I believe you.
And then drinks. Then
the devil's advocate says ice cream and wine might not mix well.
Ooh.
Well, we're not gonna eat it at the same time.
Yeah, you let your stomach adjust.
If she's lactose
Kimberly,
intolerant, ice cream might
they
make
got
her
vegan ice
poop.
cream.
Make that last unless there's an uncomfortable bathroom with 2-ply.
This is Santa Monica. They got vegan ice cream everywhere.
Courtney Brady says, "What are these ideas? Walk on the beach, ice cream, then sunset." Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, classic.
That's a classic one.
Where's she at? Do you know where she is located?
Well, don't tell
They're
them
all
to scream.
they're on West Side.
Okay. Well, let's. You know what I want to west.
Hit the West Side. He's
you know
taking her to Paris.
This next story.
Oh, we told people about that?
That's past time. How
do they know?
Say that? I don't know how they know.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower. That's what.
Oh, we are going to Paris as a squad.
How did you know that? Yeah.
Are we? Yeah, we're doing that.
We're doing that.
Wait,
sorbet. Miss killed it. Sorbet.
Oh, I'm hungry.
That could be good. Beach to look at the stars with wine or something. Food truck, beach, drinks.
Ooh,
food truck.
Food truck.
Oh my god! One time when I was in Poland, they had the best Indian food truck. It was so good. Like they had aloo gobi naan wraps that were like this big for $5. So I got it 3 times. Anyway, let's read the story.
All right.
I want samosa.
I want samosa house. Can we get samosa house
After?
Yeah.
After stream?
I gotta cook.
Why
But yes,
I'm
still gonna go.
Okay.
Well, you gotta cook.
Because I have chicken I haven't even cooked that I got on Monday.
Put it in the freezer.
I'm actually getting dinner
You do that?
with
Actually,
Henry
you do that.
tonight.
Ooh,
What the
we'll go.
frick?
We'll go. We'll
Okay.
go.
Bring Henry.
I could bring Henry.
Yeah, bring Henry.
But I think we want to have like a one-on-one thing. You know?
Okay.
Really.
It's okay. We can hang out.
Dish.
We'll hang
Yeah,
out.
let's do
Dish
samosa house and switch.
Ooh.
Minecraft.
We can play Minecraft.
Can you
We can play Minecraft. I have
Let's-
it in my room.
Let's give the people what they want.
gaming Minecraft
No, a
on
story.
stream? Oh. All right. Let's do it. So my friend faked a pregnancy because she wanted me to take care of her. And then,
Sometimes you just want to be held. Okay.
and you need to fake a pregnancy to have that being held feeling.
Sometimes you need to be vulnerable. Okay, guys. Okay, sorry. I just really.
If your belly is hugging
I
a
wanna know-
human, then
yeah.
another human will hug you.
My question is, how committed to the bit was she? And we're about to find out.
Dude, I think she faked the.
Did she get a pregnancy belly?
I think she got the pregnancy belly.
Did she go to like kind of like an
she
acting school
got-
where she learned how to
asked
walk?
like pregnant women on the street to pee on a stick. Yeah, she went all the way.
Damn.
Went all the way.
Damn.
And this is all to answer the question, how should you confront a liar? And I'm not lying when I say we're live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST. So click our profile and come join us live. And this story comes from Heffalump.
Heffalump.
Heffalumpen.
I have to ask. Guys, if you were pregnant, how much would you pay? Well, how much would someone have to pay you to pee on a stick? So they
Pee
could
on a
prove.
stick?
Yeah.
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Dude, thank you. I thought it was
What do you
weird.
mean?
Thank you, John.
How-
Sam.
How much would someone have to pay you to
So if
prove
you're
that
pregnant,
you're pregnant?
you're pregnant right now.
I'm pregnant right
You're-
now.
You are with child, and I say, "Hey, lady, I'll give you blank amount of money to pee on this stick."
Like pregnancy test stick.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like $100.
$100.
But no, but I would
$100?
upsell it because I want more money. So I'd say $500.
$500.
And then they'd be like, I'm only taking $300, and I go $450, and they go $375. I go $400. Take it or leave it.
And then they say deal. So it would be $400.
Yeah. Well, I'm not peeing in the open. Presumably, I can go to the bathroom.
All right. So
Okay, I've had my baby.
I've known this friend, quote unquote, for years, and we were close and used to spend a lot of time together after my child was born. At the end of last year, she lives in a different state. She told me her roomie/boss was going to be closing his office and moving, and she wouldn't be able to go with them. She asked if we planned to move back and tried to say it would be a good time to buy a house, and it would be good if we could move in together. Myself, hubby, 8-year-old, and her. Also asked if I could get her a job with my workplace. I told her we are never moving back. Worst time to buy a house. Can't get her a job because she isn't in the same profession and doesn't have the necessary degree or training. And as we are in our early 40s, the window for having roommates is firmly closed. So just the slam down of the century.
Okay.
Didn't hear from her much until a month ago when she called freaking out saying it was an emergency and she had no one else to turn to. Ex-roomie/boss had kicked her out a few months prior as she thought he may have SA'd her.
Yikes.
Now she was staying with a gangbanger cousin of a friend who was watching her every move, recording her with cameras, threatening to call the cops and kick her out. She didn't feel safe, etc.
Okay, so she is telling this to OP.
Yes.
She is saying these are all the reasons I don't feel safe. I need to move in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. After she asked before and was like, and OP was like, no, I'm not going to let you live.
If it is the case, then wait, what did you say? I'm not going to let you live?
I'm not going to let you live with me.
I'm not going to
I'm
let
not
you
going
live.
to live.
If that is the case, that's horrible, and I hope that she gets out safe. However, because she asked before and was denied and then asked again, coming up with all of these new things, I don't believe her.
Yeah. Highly suspect.
Highly suspect.
Highly suspect.
Yeah,
Well,
Asian Persuasion says conspiracies. She's faking to not pay rent.
yeah. So now she was staying with the gangbanger cousin. Also, she is 6 months pregnant and has been trying to get aid. Can't get into a woman's shelter, and she has been to a few doctors, but none will confirm she is pregnant, though she is visibly 6 months, according to her. I asked her more about this, where'd she gone, what they told her, etc. But she said it was really weird, and she was scared and thought maybe one of them was trying to steal her baby. I thought maybe they were trying to prevent her from getting aid and told her she could come stay with us for a bit, as she had some money coming in the next month and just needed some place where she could stay temporarily. So OP is like, all right, you can stay. You can stay. I also told her we are cramped here and in the process of finding a new place to live, so our money is tight and accommodations are temporary. So she's like, hey, you can stay with us, but not for that long.
Yeah.
She arrives early next morning and deaf, not 6 months long, and has no sign of a baby bump.
Lying.
I'm thinking at this point that since it is her first baby and she is not clear who the father is, maybe she's only a month or two along. Okay, still going to help and still think she's pregnant. So we let her use our 8-year-old's room because we have no extra rooms and space is cramped.
Oh, wait. So OP has a family there living with.
Yeah.
Like she's got her whole family there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The entire visit, she wears tight clothing, takes frequent naps. Baby is moving around a lot and makes her tired. Does yoga in our front yard facing a busy local street. Sits on the patio all day using my work phone because I said no, I would not pay to have our phone turned on. Every question we ask, who is the dad of the baby? Do you have further details about when your money is coming through? What happened with the ex-boss/roomie? all met with vague details and a lot of her saying she wants to change the subject because it is too hard to talk about.
Because she doesn't
too
have
hard.
answers. Because she's a liar.
No, it's just too hard, Sophia.
She's a
Why are you pushing me?
liar.
This is a boundary. This is a boundary. I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about
My
why I don't look
therapist-
6 months pregnant.
My
That's
therapist
rude.
says I shouldn't talk about this kind of stuff with you.
Yeah.
Throw back to another
Uh,
story.
Was I here?
That was so bad. Well, so all of this met with vague details. She wants to change the subject because it's too hard for her to talk about. She does and has done nothing to prepare for the baby. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. We are very concerned for her maybe baby, so we give her
Maybe
info
baby.
from a pregnant friend of a good doctor so she can get checked out as she continues to insist she is 6 months pregnant. And I am either freaked that she is and something is terribly wrong with the baby, or she is less far along and needs to do better about managing her pregnancy. She books an appointment for the end of the week and in the interim keeps trying to make plans with us like she's on vacation, like we should all get dressed up and go to a fancy dinner.
Like, let's get some wine.
Let's get some wine. Like, yeah,
drink.
let's smoke, you know,
Yeah.
let's
And they're like,
get
don't you have a baby? And she's
wild.
like,
Not on the weekends.
yeah. That's not how that works.
Oh, don't worry, my baby's chill.
Yeah, my baby's chill like that.
My baby's chill
Don't
like
worry about
that.
it.
Yeah. I know your baby was chill like that.
Hmm.
Far less along, she books an appointment for the end of the week on vacation. When are we going to do something fun? She says. We should do something fun for her upcoming birthday, and she would like to help us plan. What else is there to do around here? The only time she talks about the baby, she talks about how she came here because she trusts us and wants us to help raise her baby as she can't do it alone.
Whoa. Even that, I'd be like, even if she was being truthful, I'd be like,
All right.
that's a lot.
And guess what, Sophia? We were right. She smokes a lot of that green.
Oh my God.
Asks for a beer for the first few days.
What kind of method acting is this?
Talks about needing to dye her hair.
Which probably fumes. You're probably
Is
not
that
supposed to do
bad
that.
for the baby?
Probably.
Is that real? Is
Um,
dyeing your hair bad for a baby?
I think, yeah, the
Let us know.
chemicals probably
Let
not
us
good.
know.
Plus
No
blue.
prenatal vitamins, and says she doesn't need them because she is healthy. She's not
That's
healthy in the
not
head.
how that works.
I cook our dinner every night. During the day, my hubby makes sure our child is well fed with snacks and light meals. She asks several times, "Oh, you only cook dinner? You don't cook lunch or breakfast? What kind of mom are you?"
She's like, I don't get a 3-course meal.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm eating for 2.
Yeah, I'm eating for 2.
I'm also drinking for 2. And I'm smoking for 2.
Please give me more drinks right now.
Yeah. You don't
You are
understand.
depriving my
The
baby
edibles,
of being the sickest Chad in this belly.
I come down from my high twice as fast, so I need to take more.
Well, and asked hubby several times as he was making food for our child if he could make her some too. She never offers to make dinner or lunch or breakfast. And the time she asks me if I only make that one meal a day, I tell her yes, but she is welcome to make any meal she'd like and always welcome to any food in her house. She says she can't cook well. At this point, I would be like, this is kind of sus.
Bye. I'd be like, hey, you need to move out.
Yeah. Nicole Haddon says you should look up cryptic pregnancy. It's wild. I saw one lady who was full term and wearing a bikini, and she did not look pregnant at all.
Well, yeah, there are absolutely cases where, women who are very far along don't, like our mom, actually, I think when she had Sam, I want to say, was still working at her architecture firm up until 6 months, and no one knew.
Really?
Yeah, no one knew. And then she left, and they're like, why are you leaving? And she was like, I'm going on maternity leave. And they're like, what? Yeah.
She was 6 months.
Mhm. Yeah. So, I mean, there are
Wow.
cases where people don't really look pregnant, but they're far
Go
along.
off, mom.
Yeah.
We started telling her she should get a job or some short-term work since she has no money or idea of when her money is coming through. She says she will start applying but can't get a W-2 job, so we tell her there are a number of places near us where we know for sure she can get 1099 work. She applies to none of them, has a few interviews via Zoom for places too far for her to drive, and keeps telling the interviewers she's 6 months along and doesn't want to lie about that, so it seems like she is purposely sabotaging these interviews so she won't get the position.
She's not even trying to get a job.
No, she's just trying to look like she's trying to get a job.
Yeah, she's just a freaking freeloader.
She's a freeloader and a con artist.
She should link up with the grandma.
Yeah, the grandma, 70-year-old grandma that's trying to freeload and con. I give her gas money to get to her doctor's appointment. She comes back and she can't believe it, but the doctor says she is not pregnant.
Oh.
She doesn't know how that is possible. By the next day, she is fine, and it's like she said she was never pregnant. She's upbeat and back to asking what our plans are for the weekend.
Like, we can drink now.
Yeah, we can really drink. We tell her we are setting up our camper and she can sleep in there, and we only let her sleep in our daughter's bed because we thought she was pregnant. She stays a few more days before coming to me midday saying she's going back to her state. She has a better job opportunity there and has found a different sap to live with who said she can help around the house to earn her keep until she gets a job and can afford to pay rent there for the room she'll be staying in. I give her money for gas because at that point we are ridiculously uncomfortable and want her to move out. I mean, she's been lying to you this whole time.
Yeah.
Of course you want her out.
You don't owe her anything.
You don't owe her anything.
Yeah.
She
owes you
is,
money.
Yeah, she
actually.
owes you money.
She owes you rent.
The kicker is she says, well, since you guys don't want a roommate, it's better off if I go. What the F? I'm at a loss for what her plan was apart for us to take care of her, give her a place to live, cook for her, pay the bills, because she asked again when she got here if I could get her a job with my place of employment. She obviously knew, as I had reiterated multiple times when she was here and before she got here, that we didn't want a roommate and don't need the headache, and that financially things were tight and we can't afford to support her. She said multiple times while here she was glad we would help her raise her baby, to which I said, no, we would not. I feel bad about this, but I was very blunt and told her that while I'm glad for her, we have been going through rough times and don't have the emotional bandwidth to help raise a baby, which they kind of said from the beginning, but OP was just taking advantage, or OP's friend was taking advantage.
Absolutely.
That we would give her help that we choose to and are able to give, but none of this would include helping her raise her baby or her living with us while raising her baby. It blows my mind because while she is a diva, she has never pulled crap like this when I knew her before. She obviously lied about being pregnant so I would feel bad enough to take her in, but don't wear a skin-tight bodysuit in the grocery store if you're pretending to be pregnant.
So funny. She's just like not at all. There's no bump.
Yeah. She's just like fit as fuck.
Yeah, she's the fittest she's ever been.
Yeah, dude. I am so stupid for bringing her here and ignoring all the red flags in our emergency convo.
I think this is a sign. This is like a separate issue, I guess, of OP needs to maybe go to therapy and work on like her. What may be a tendency of like being too helpful.
Yeah, this is like I feel like she's
being taken advantage of.
Overstepping in terms of helpfulness.
Yeah, like she doesn't deserve that. Like I'm worried about future scenarios.
Yeah,
if this happens again.
To further add to my stupidity, I really trusted this chick. My hubby had made comments for years about why this chick wore super short skirts with no or tiny underpants. And it was so common that he has a towel or lap blanket ready whenever she came over because otherwise he had a front row seat to her nethers.
Wait, what?
Like she basically wore no pants and only super short skirts when she was in the house. And the husband would bring a towel because he's like, I don't want to see your whole ass. But
so he's giving her the towel?
Yeah.
Was putting it on himself. I was like, what?
Yeah. Died is massive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I stupidly put this at the door of her being foreign, and I raised in a place that wasn't founded by Puritans.
What?
I never questioned why I never saw her nethers, why this was never an issue when we went out together, or when it was just me and her. I didn't question that until this stay when she asked my hubby why he let me wear a long dress that enhanced my chestal features to go out and run errands. It's a summer dress and it's effing hot here. be clear, my sweater hams were covered, no nips or areolas showing, but I'm a busty lady. So how does someone who always told me how pretty I am and that she wants bigger boobies like mine wait until I'm gone to ask my husband how he could allow me to leave looking like that? And when he called her out for wearing her clubwear cutout bodysuit to the grocery store, she said, but she'd never wear something like that if she was married.
What?
And the TLDR, friend said she was pregnant and essayed to get her an invite to stay, arrived not pregnant and wanted to be our roommate and to be taken care of. And there is some additional context. Not quite an update, but additional context. Why I think this is a massive case of entitlement is that my friend is tall and gorgeous. She takes excellent care of herself and turns heads everywhere she goes. I think that because guys constantly tell her she's beautiful, buy her drinks, take her out, and pay for everything, it has altered her perception of reality. Maybe now she expects that everyone wants to take care of her. I think she intentionally courts this attention from wealthy men as she dresses provocatively 24/7 and tends to hang around older men with money. She would also ask if we were going to change for dinner or before leaving for the store. Felt a little aristocratic and antiquated to me. And that is where this story ends.
Well. That's wild.
So do you think OP was being a little bit too giving?
I think so. I think that OP needed to set boundaries a lot sooner, and I think that this kind of snowballed, which isn't to say that this is necessarily like OP's fault. Obviously, it's this horrible friend who's taking advantage of her. But I think that a lot of it could have been avoided if she kind of set those boundaries earlier.
Yeah. I mean, like, but you
which
know,
is hard to do.
You want to help your friend, but
yeah, absolutely.
I feel like
I don't think like it's not like OP is at fault. I'm just saying in the future she'd probably be benefited if she set boundaries.
Yes,
you know?
of course.
That's more what I'm saying. Yeah.
And like this friend doesn't actually seem like a friend.
Exactly, and it's like, this is a hard thing I think for everyone. Sometimes, being able to tell who your real friends are.
Yeah. Which I feel like
you're
you can
taking advantage of you.
only really see when things are not
really
great.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's when.
Yeah, because we often give our friends, a lot of leeway and a lot of room for error.
Yeah, because we know them.
Yeah, because we know them, and
we're like, oh no, I know all the good stuff.
Yeah.
But I think this is an example of maybe seeing a bit of your friend's true colors and their entitlement.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious what y'all think. Do you think OP should have let their friend into their house?
Courtney Brady says OP is a good person, but needs to learn to recognize red flags as well as set boundaries, which I agree.
Duchess Cassandra says she could have opened up an OF and gotten everything she wanted.
Yeah.
She could have.
Not, yeah.
She could have.
Thank you.
Cassandra Hunt says, sometimes it's hard to set boundaries with friends, but yes, this one was just so entitled and so rude. I want to put up a poll. So I'm going to reread what the friend initially said. And if your friend said this,
I would absolutely let them stay. I'm just saying that when she was staying, I would have set up I don't know if I would. I'm a kind of a people pleaser as well, but I think that OP should in the future set up boundaries if that case happened again.
Because initially what she said is at the end of last year, she told me her roomie/boss was going to be closing his office and moving, and she wouldn't be able to go back with him. So she's like, can I stay? And then OP's like, hey, no, we don't have room. And then again later, she said ex-roomie boss had kicked her out a few months prior, and she thought she may have SA'd her. And now she was staying with a cousin. So would you, with those two asked, before any of this other stuff happened, would you let OP stay, or would you let OP's friend stay or not?
I think in that situation, if a friend came to me and said that, I absolutely would let them stay. I think it's just a matter of after the fact.
But what
setting
if
boundaries.
So like, when would you have not? When would you have stopped? Because like she came and she was not pregnant. She also said she was 6 months pregnant.
You're not really.
You're not looking
pregnant.
very pregnant. Would you make her take a pregnancy test?
No, I think I would just be like, hey, we need to find you a place to live because we don't have the room for you.
But would you wouldn't
I'd probably help
address,
them find a place to live.
You wouldn't address if she's pregnant or not?
I'd be like, girly, come on. I don't know. If it was one of my friends, I probably would have been like, you don't look pregnant.
Yeah, you don't look pregnant. How do you know you're pregnant? And then she'd be like, oh, I know I'm pregnant. And I'm like, did you take a pregnancy test?
Yeah, I probably would have asked a little bit more questions.
6 months and you don't have any sign? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. People are pretty 50-50.
Yeah.
50% of people are stay, and 45% of people are nah. Wow.
Yeah, I think I definitely would have initially let my friend stay.
Yeah, me too. But once they came and they were like not pregnant, I would have been like,
yeah,
this seems a little fishy.
Yeah. Oh boy. Ellie Gray, thank you for the $5. OP is on her way to becoming a recovering people pleaser.
Recovering. You can learn.
Yes, I did. But you know what we can please you with?
Joining our live.
Also joining our live.
Join our live. We're live right now. Come join.
So right now.
Yeah.
Literally right now.
Literally
but we also have another story.
Let's hit the story.
Maybe the final story of the night.
Ooh.
Alrighty, let's get into it.
Let's get down to business.
My sister went on a trip without telling me, so I refused to pay her rent. And this is to answer the question of how should you confront a liar?
Quickly and ruthlessly.
Also, by the way, you can join us live on YouTube every weekday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just tap our profile.
Tap our profile. Do it. Join us live.
So, Successful Bunch 369 says, my 28 female sister, 25 female, got laid off about 5 months ago. She's really struggled to find another job in her since, as it's a really bad time for her field, and people are being laid off left and right.
Probably tech.
She's currently working as a waitress while she looks for a more permanent job, but isn't earning enough to fully cover her rent. I have a pretty well-paying job, and I share rent with my partner, so I offered to help her cover the rent while she looks for another job. She was extremely grateful, and together we agreed on an amount which would allow her to cover rent and also have some money left over for food, travel, etc. That's really nice. It's important to note that her monthly expenses for food, travel, bills, etc. were all provided by her. I didn't have any issues or suspect that anything was amiss. She hates working as a waitress, so I'm confident that she is doing everything in her power to find another job. The last time I saw her, she mentioned that she has picked up a few extra shifts recently so that she can afford to get her parents a nice anniversary gift. So I figured she was basically living paycheck to paycheck. Fast forward to now, and I've just received word from our cousin that my sister is in Paris.
In Paris? Where we're going to be soon.
Probably
That's
a job
wild.
interview.
Oh my God. So she
Maybe
lied.
it's a job interview in Paris.
So she said that she's living, or made OP think that she was living paycheck to paycheck and then flew to Paris.
Well, maybe she's living paycheck to paycheck in Paris. Now she's definitely living paycheck to
For
paycheck.
sure living
Paris
paycheck
ain't
to
cheap.
paycheck. When I expressed confusion, my cousin sent me a bunch of screenshots from my sister's Instagram. Frickin' snitch. My sister must have blocked me and my parents on there because none of us could see any of her posts or stories. I was very confused, then angry, because if she's living paycheck to paycheck, how on earth can she afford to go on a trip to Europe? For context, we live in Australia, and plane tickets typically cost upwards of $1,000. And that's not accounting for food, hotels, or anything else. And also, that can be a long flight. I was so pissed that not only has she gone on an expensive trip, she clearly tried to hide it from me. I ended up sending her a few short messages, basically saying that I know she was in Europe and that clearly she doesn't need my help paying for rent anymore if she can afford a big trip. She called me and was basically in tears begging me not to cut her off. She said that she was on the trip with her new boyfriend and that he is paying for everything. She insisted that she still needs the money to cover her rent and that she will have to move in if I don't help her.
Oh, so it was that is plausible.
That is plausible. Do we think that she's telling the truth?
I think she could.
I think she could be.
Yeah.
I basically told her that it was her problem now and hung up, which I admit was childish of me, but I was still so mad. I don't know much about her new boyfriend, so maybe he is a millionaire or something, but the fact that she tried to hide it from me sets off alarm bells. I'll obviously have a proper discussion with her when she gets back, but from now I'm going to block her number. Since then, she has reached out to some other family members who think I'm being too harsh and should give her the benefit of the doubt. They all seem to think I'm going to force her to be out on the streets. It's looking like this will be a whole fiasco when she gets back. I need an outside opinion.
This reminds me of the story we read where the guy borrowed $20K from his brother and spent it on a Disneyland trip.
Oh my God, that's an expensive Disney. Also,
But
can you change the TLDR?
I honestly think that she might be telling the truth.
I think she might be telling the truth, and I think how OP should approach this is saying, hey, I need you to have some financial transparency with me. I need you to show me, if this truly is coming from his account, if this is coming, I want to know what you're paying for. Yeah, I need more. We can maybe work out a way where I will continue helping you with rent, but I need you to be completely transparent with me.
Like I know girls that were like in debt or broke, but would were cute and went on dates and got everything paid for. Like would go out to like super expensive restaurants or go traveling because they were being paid for. And so I think this could definitely be the case of like a rich boyfriend, but his financial situation is not necessarily shared by her.
Yeah.
But then it's like, hey, babe, love the idea of Paris, but you know what I love more? Rent being paid. So like maybe move the Paris money to rent.
Yeah. But I think the only weird thing is that she kept it a secret, which is what some people are saying.
Yeah,
in chat.
she blocked. That's bad. That's bad. She could have, a lot of this could have been avoided where it's like, hey,
I'm going
I know
to Paris.
I took money.
My boyfriend's paying.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like maybe OP would have understood that.
Yeah, I think she would have. She would have.
Or maybe not. Maybe it's like, hey, instead of freaking going to Paris, maybe you should try to get a job.
Yeah. But there is an update, so we can find out what the real truth of the matter is. I decided that at the very least, I should let my sister explain herself, so I rang her again after I had calmed down. Okay.
Ooh,
There we go.
We love communication. She said that the trip was a very last minute thing and that her boyfriend was already going to Europe and he offered to pay for her plane ticket so she could come along with him, and she felt that it was too good of an offer to pass up. When I asked about other expenses, she told me that he was mostly paying for everything and she only had to contribute a small amount. When I asked her where she got the money for that, she got kind of defensive and said that she had saved some money while working as a waitress and that it wasn't fair that I was judging her for just trying to have a break. And that's why she didn't tell me. I did bring up that he could help her pay rent, but she said that they hadn't been dating for that long and she doesn't feel comfortable asking him. I think he comes from quite a well-off family and she doesn't want to come across like a gold digger. I do get this. I think it would be weird to ask someone you hadn't known for that long, and I do believe her for the most part, but I'm still pissed that she didn't tell me and that she clearly did have some money saved that could have been used to contribute to rent. I'm also pretty convinced that the money she said would go towards a gift for her parents also got spent on the trip, which feels a bit scummy because she did say that was going towards an anniversary gift.
I think she's lying a bit.
I did stand my ground about no longer paying her rent, but I did agree to discuss it again when she got back. However, I will definitely ask to see her bank statements before I give her a cent more. And if it turns out she has been scamming me, then not only will I not give her any more money, but I will make her pay back what I loaned her. And this is to answer the question of how should you confront a liar. And also,
I feel like OP did a pretty good job of calling and saying,
her out
hey, this doesn't make sense. And I do think it's like instead of just blocking someone, get the full story.
I agree, especially it's your sister.
It's your sister, yeah. Even if you were whisked away to Paris and I was paying your rent, I would
be like, hey, Sophia,
what's the deal here? I thought you were trying to get a job.
You got work tomorrow.
You got work tomorrow. You got to stream.
Yeah, no, I think that I'm a little bit more suspicious about her situation, the sister situation, after this next part, just because she seemed a little bit cagey about it.
Yeah.
But I think getting the bank statement,
Yeah,
is
like let's
the
get to
first
the
step.
bottom of it. And I
Yeah.
think that's what OP is trying to do. She's trying to get to the bottom of it. And I
Yeah.
think, honestly, she will successfully do so
Yeah, I think
with
so.
the bank statement stuff.
I agree. I also do agree with the sister, however, about not feeling comfortable enough to ask for rent. Because I think that is a completely different thing than asking, than him being like, hey, do you want to?
Yeah.
Because he offered, do you want to come to Paris with me? I'll pay.
Yeah.
That is, I think those are two different.
And saying like, hey, I don't want Paris, I want you to pay my rent, that does feel gold diggery.
does,
Like
it
I could
does.
think of like someone did that to me, I would be like, red flag. I'm not taking you anywhere.
Yeah, like if that girl that you took to North Carolina,
Yeah.
if she was like, don't take me to North Carolina, pay my rent.
I would be like,
No.
no.
Yeah, that would be really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jolly Toaster says OP's sister's a sugar baby. Maybe, but also I think there is a world where
There's a world
he just
where
took her to Paris.
that's fine. I just took her to
If he was
Paris.
well off, sometimes people just take
you
people
places.
Yeah, take you to places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the last place that we're taking you to because the stream is officially over.
It's officially over.
So if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you
And see you tomorrow.